The national anthem there as the two teams prepare for Premier C Grand Final action. For the two teams, it's been quite a long time since either of them won a premiership in this division. For Beaumaris, their first senior premiership since 2016 is up for grabs today. Their first C-grade title since 2010. And for Ajax, their last senior premiership came in 2011, which was also the last time that they won a Premier C title. Who will take it out this year? We will find out very shortly. My name is Matthew Donald. Joining me in the commentary box, my co-commentator, and absolute pleasure to welcome you along. It is Kael Pennuto. Kael, great to have you with us.
Yeah, great, Matty. It's great to be here. Obviously, it's a fantastic day, especially being able to call a grand final. Trevor Barker Beach Oval is pumping. The roar that went up when the national anthem finished, I felt like I was at the MCG on grand final day. There is a lot of people in the building and they are all excited to watch these two respective teams go at it.
With special comments thanks to HitIQ's game-changing Protect Concussion Management System. Use VAFA 50 to get $50 off at hitiq.com. It's one of the most well-rounded figures in the game. AFL Victoria Coach of the Year in 2022, over 290 games as a player, and achieved the status of Premiership Captain during his player days. As a coach, he enjoyed successful spells at Brunswick, NOB, SPC, Fitzroy, and is also a Big V representative both as player and coach. I speak, of course, of one Luke Mahoney. Luke, welcome to you.
Hey, Matthew, Kael, how are you, mate? Really excited to be here. What a great day it is. Always grand finals are fantastic with the conditions here at Trevor Barker. The ground is in immaculate condition. The wind's up a little bit. It seems like it's going towards the left of the scoreboard a bit, so a little bit of tricky breeze, but two really teams with contrasting game styles. So I'm looking forward to see how Ajax stack up against Beaumaris. Beaumaris, as we know, haven't lost since April, so they are in fantastic form, but Ajax have taken all before them in the last 2 weeks and will be rightful premiers if they can beat the three finalists to take out the premiership. So can't wait for this one.
16 in a row for Beaumaris. Ajax, the miracle run to September. We'll get confirmation on those conditions now, though. Luke, rounding out our commentary quartet down to the boundary lines, perhaps the most important cog of all. On grand final day, you need a roll gold gun on the boundary line to keep us abreast of everything that's going on. You get what you pay for in this caper, and today we're investing in only the best. I speak of Harrison McIlwaine. Harrison, good afternoon to you.
Very kind, Matthew. Pleasure to be here. On conditions, they are blowing sort of across the ground, sort of to the left there. Shouldn't affect play too much. Ajax won the toss and are kicking to the right of your screen.
Superstar Harrison, and we'll continue to cross down to you throughout the course of the afternoon. The pre-game show, the Saturday warm-up, thanks to Mecwa Care, providing care for more than 6,500 people each week across Greater Melbourne and regional Victoria since 1959. Gentlemen, as the two teams make their way to position, Ajax's huddle going on a little longer. Beaumaris almost all ready to go. Can I get a tip from you?
Well, the easy one's to say Beaumaris, isn't it? Because, well, they haven't lost since April, as I said earlier, and they're in great form. They've got a really strong side in, but grand finals are funny things. I was at one this time last week where Ormond hadn't lost a game all year, and the pressure that Old Peninsula applied was superb all day. That's how we expect Ajax to play. That is their number one key, their pressure. So I'll say Bowie in a tight one.
Yeah, no, you like going the obvious one. I like going the underdog story. I'm with Ajax here. I think it'd be great. They've obviously had to go the long road to get here fourth and then win their way through to the grand final. So they've got here. That's all that matters. And as you mentioned, grand finals bring a different sort of energy. Anything can happen on grand final day. So I'm tipping Ajax in an upset by 13.
Harrison, in a word?
Bowie by 27.
Premier C grand final action. Beaumaris against Ajax. Both going through to Premier B division for next season. Who will go up there with that elusive premiership? The Sharks or the Jackers? We're a couple of hours away from finding out. To get us underway here at Trevor Barker Beach Oval, you're in the very capable hands of Kael Pennuto.
Well, the siren sounds to begin the grand final. And the ball is raised and we're underway. Warble got the first tap, palmed it down to the path of Cohen, who then dives on top of the football, and we'll have our first stoppage of the ball game. One to make note of, Ajax really good around clearance, as you pointed out to me in the pre-game, Matty. They are a very good clearance team, so it'll come in handy here. Warble won the tap again, try to get it going forward. In the hands there of Pepper. Now in the hands of Ajax. Nissenbaum now, they get it going forward their way already. Great front position from a Beaumaris defender. Now running through the contest there was Heath, the ruckman. He was taken with the football. Crowd wanted holding the footy, didn't get it. Ball's perched on the outer wing at the moment. Coming up to try and make a play is Backman. And they'll see it over the boundary line, come up off his direct opponent to try to stop the foray forward.
And you can see early the way Ajax play. It's just surge footy, try and get it forward. Really low handball side. So they'll just look to grab the footy and get on their boot and get territory.
Luke Mahoney with special comments. Thanks to Hit IQ. Ball tossed in here at half forward for Ajax. It's slown off the side there by the boundary umpire. Grabbed by Heath, who gets the hand pass away. Although it's been cut out. There's Sheasel, who got it away. Strong tackle there applied by Virtue on Nissenbaum. And he'll get the free kick for holding the ball. One of the two vice captains here of the Sharks goes with the kicking board. It's a beauty to Mihailovic. Call to go now by the umpire. So on the trusty left foot, winds a beautiful kick up towards centre half forward. Playing in front. Strong mark, Jai Florent on his chest. The first mark inside 50, and we'll get a look at the game's first score. He'll be pretty much directly in front, although the kick will be from right on 50.
Well, Virtue's one for Ajax that they need to watch today. He's a star. He's a VAFA rep player. Every time he touches the footy, something magic happens. And you can see there, he found that 45 kick to Mihailovic, who then turned on his trusty left, and Florent has a shot on goal here. 19 goals, 18 for the season so far. So he's about 50-50, Florent. This kick from just outside 50 has gone way across the face of goal. It's not even going to score. Knockback in, snap towards goal from McMaster, was smothered. Then it was Davis falling on top of the ball. Has locked things up, and we'll get a stoppage about 20 metres out from the Sharks' goal.
A ball immediately put back up. Heath and Warble do battle. In underneath all that was Davis. He's wrapped in a tackle. The scream of ball that erupts around this precinct. We've got a fantastic crowd in here for the grand final. Ball put back up in the air. Warble trying to palm it away from their goal. Coming through and trying to attack it was Pepper. Quick snapping shot at goal. And it is to the right-hand side for a minor score. Our first score of the grand final going Beaumaris's way. And we've just played her about 2.5, and to take it out from full back here, Ajax. They've got a couple of options in the pocket. Might go long down the line here, though. And it's Breyer who will do it. Puts it long down the line, probably about 70 away from goal. Warble got both hands to it, a juggling attempt. Risky little handball in a Sheasel direction. He's happy to just walk it over the boundary line. And we will have a boundary throw in about centre wing, outer wing.
Just one of the matchups that we'll keep an eye on early is Herschel playing really deep forward for Ajax. They're holding him.
So Heath this time grabs it out of the ruck and is dispossessed. Got a kick away, only went a couple of metres. Tried to punching it back towards goal there was Lipton. It'll be another stoppage. There's two changes made for Ajax this week. Zev Averon and Manny McMaker coming in for Corey Zielinski and Mark Craypot. Just the one change for Beaumaris. Tom Spencer coming in for his first game since round 9. James Fowler coming out. And it's going to be the Jackers who work it inside, attacking 50 again. Going back with a flight. Both players got hands to it. Initially it was Linehan who had it. And it came off his hands, and then trying to claim it there at the end. It was Vogel, but the umpire says, give it to me. We'll ball it up. Inside attacking 50 now for the Jackers. Heath used the body legally according to the umpire. Good tackle again by Sheasel. Another stoppage. Right on the paint of 50 here for Ajax.
And this is what Ajax want to play. They want to play a really contested game. Plenty of ball ups. That's their strength, and that's what they'll be after. It's
come out now. Here's an opportunity. Snap towards goal. It's come off hands. A good tackle there was applied by Cohen. Has locked things up. He's got to go in again. Comes out now to Backman, who might have been taken high. And that's how the umpire saw it as well. So he'll get the free kick in the back pocket. The Backman in the back pocket. Drives a kick up towards the flank. Favoured Grobel. Used the body well and took the intercept mark.
Well, he's happy to just calm it down here, Roble. Now he's going to go very long. Spots a target in the pocket. Flying attempt. In and underneath all that now, Ajax is trying to wrap it up and get a repeat stoppage, and they will just do that. They lock it in their forward half. In a patient first 5 minutes. Both teams have had it at their end of the ground. First score went the way of Beaumaris, but now it's Ajax who are putting the foot down. Holding free kick, though. Might have actually been a high tackle, rather, going the way of Heath, the ruckman for Beaumaris. So at half-back, he'll go on the left. He's happy to just put it long down the line. Has a couple of one-on-ones to speak of down there. Nice little fly at the back from an Ajax player. Now in front of the football, Taylor tried to break a couple of tackles, then put his team under a lot of pressure, and the umpire finally says that's holding the football. And it was Pepper there who had the football dislodged from his hands. Now Lipton's going to put it straight back in. It's a very long kick to about 15 out from goal. Couple of sets of hands it went through. Now Beaumaris trying to repel the attack. You know, the top of it is Israel. He tries to break the tackle, was taken high, and he'll win himself. Oh, it's a free kick going the way of Beaumaris for a high fend-off. I thought for a moment there that it was going to be an Ajax shot on goal, and unlucky for Jonty Israel, who comes into the side today.
Well, I'm liking what Ajax are doing and how they started. As I said, we've talked about their pressure and where their strengths are, and they seem to be applying that. That Lipton tackle early was fantastic, and just getting the ball in, making the defenders of Bowie under pressure early, putting them under pressure.
Kick up towards the back flank. Oh, Heath got crashed into. It comes off hands. It's going to be set back inside attacking 50 from Ajax. Always favoured the skipper, Callum Linehan, and doing what he does best, taking intercept marks in defence for the Sharks. And he goes with a short kick, not 15, so they're in a bit of trouble here, the Sharks. Quick little kick lands fortuitously into the lap of Peso, who's got it, and wants to switch with a low dart. Doesn't find his teammate on the full, but it's worked out quite nicely, and they've got a bit of space down. McMaster on the wing, and he's got the overlap, and they've got a man on here at half forward. Receiving the hand pass there was O'Rourke. He ignores his teammate, looks to go long, goes over the back. Harms is going to receive the hand pass, and he's run down. No, he's not. He bounces back up, and he puts it through. And there's the first goal of the grand final. Off the boot of Matthew Harms. Slick transition football from the Sharks from one end to the other. They had the overlap working all their way inside 50. The kick inside 50 was initially looking for Harms, went over his head, but chased it back towards goal, got to the end of it and put it through at the top of the square. 1-1-7, Beaumaris. Ajax yet to score, and that's on the Comwire IT scoreboard in this opening term, Luke Marnie.
And it all started with their skipper, Kael Linehan. What a star he is as well. He's going to be really important for them. We talked about how Ajax, they don't really bring in with a lot of method, so that's going to give Kael an ability just to drop off and take those intercept marks, and then it's how they control the footy back going the other way, and they controlled it well.
Well, a spicy start here for Beaumaris, and immediately they start to go forward again. O'Rourke found a teammate in Matthews who tried to go into the pocket. He wanted Spencer there. Now through hands, ball finds its way into the pocket to the first goal scorer, Harms, who's trying to break a tackle. He's got it again, has he?
Shit.
Oh my goodness, what a start for Harms. He's got their second, he's got his second, and that might be the best minute he will have in his life.
It wouldn't be many more, would there? When you kick two like that. The first one was a bit easy with the Joe the Goose over the back, but that was just classy goal. He just positioned himself in the right spot, and then, yeah, just a classy finish. He's a dangerous player. He's one who's played VFL footy as well, and so you give him any sort of space, he usually makes the most of his opportunities.
Well, what a start for Matthew Harms and for the Sharks. GYG goal of the day contender without a doubt early on. Tackle a play that time by Lewis has locked things up, and all of a sudden it was a pretty even start, but now it's a 13-point lead in favour of the Sharks. Both rucks got a hand to it. Mihailovic got the hands free. The hand pass didn't go very far. O'Rourke taking in tackle. These two teams have played twice this year. It was only a 10-point win for Beaumaris back in round 10, but they played each other in round 17, and the Sharks won that one by 71 points. And they've won not just the last 16 games of this season. Between these two teams, Beaumaris have won the last 14 in a row, dating back to 2011. So they've certainly got the record on their side. And they've started well here in the Premier C Grand Final. Heath again looks to crash into Roebuck. Tapped it down to Taylor, who couldn't take it cleanly. Comes out now to Lewis, who got the hand pass away. Then a kick with the outside of the boot to Israel. Bounced awkwardly there for Johns. Gathered then by Spicer. There's a whistle, and he was legged while trying to gather the football. So a free kick going the way of little Remy Spicer. Called to go now by the umpire, so he just drives a long kick inside 50. Herzel coming in from the back, about 3 deep to try and affect the contest, couldn't. The clearing kick comes out to the wing, and they've got space once again here to the Sharks. Spencer back in the side, kick inside 50. Good reading of the play there by Noah Spitz. Takes a good intercept mark at half back, and then looks to go with a kick up towards the wing, bounce off the chest of Dubinsky, and eventually over the line. Dubinsky there, Elliot. His 100th game today. What an occasion to play a milestone.
And I think you can see early in the first 10 minutes here, Ajax, if they keep the ball in tight, in congested areas, they'll be able to use the territory that way. But soon it gets out in open spaces, Bowie looking good. Down
the boundary line, Harrison McIlwaine. Harrison, what have you got for us?
Big and vocal crowd brewing here at Trevor Barker Oval. Should be a cracking environment for these players to fight for this flag today.
Well, as we've just had the ball put back into play, and immediately we'll get another stoppage. We've got Jed Hayeda, who has played a few games in the Coates Talent League this year. He is sprightly character. Ball goes over the top of the head of him. Now Siegel had to come up and get it. Speaking of Haida, good handball in tight room. Was going to get it back. Instead, Pisa wanted to go backwards. Was well cut off. Coming up to meet the ball carrier there was Wills. Beaumaris fighting for the football, and they've done well to halve that contest. And what could have been a very patchy little section of play there for them, with Ajax out if that tackle wasn't made. So a bit of a switch in the ruck now for Ajax. Herzl came up to do the ruck duties for them, and immediately the opposing player in Virtue was wrapped up in a tackle, so we'll do it all again. Jewel once more. Good tap down into the part there of Parasol. So Ajax with a 4A forward. Ball went through the legs of Nussbaum. Now slipping a tackle there, Pike. Kick goes up towards about 15 out from goal. A one-on-one, a good bit of body work here. Now slipping a tackle, Cohen has a ping! Oh my word! Ajax have their first! What a goal! Jordan Cohen has kicked it. He is down after the play though, and they are calling for the medical staff here. Well, it's a fantastic goal. After the play, just maybe wrapped up on the ground. Looks to be okay now. Looks to be jogging off on his own leisure with a couple of trainers, and an applause from the crowd. Obviously, that first goal of the game there for Ajax, that is with thanks to Comwire IT. And obviously, we'll get an update on the condition of Jordan Coleman when we get an opportunity, but he has kicked the first. Ajax are on the board, so only a 7-point Beaumaris margin. The ball goes back up at a dispute in the middle of the ground. Heath got it going forward, or backwards rather, for Beaumaris. Dangerous time here because they've opened the door again. Spicer got it over the top. Now she's all in open space. Now Pike laces up the goals. Went for a target instead. Through a set of hands. There it was Vogel. He wasn't able to mark. And Beaumaris, they're able to repel the attack once more. That's dangerous though. Little bit of evasive work there from Wills, and then they get it going once again, Beaumaris. This kick up the line though, it's to a 4-on-1. Coming up to meet it now, slipping over at an inopportune time with Spencer. Then try to resist Kassork, who goes forward into the pocket. It's Harms again. You wouldn't want to leave him open anymore. He's pushed out, and umpire said play on. Now Breyer. Oh, it's a dangerous handball, went over the head. Haida, he has a snapping ping! Oh my goodness gracious me! This kid could be anything! What a finish! And it caps off an end-to-end bit of brilliance from Beaumaris.
Well, Kael, you're onto him early, weren't you? You got him in early and said he was going to be your man, and he has delivered. He's got the haircut, he's got the boots, and he's got the skills too. What a classic goal.
He has not played much senior footy this year. Obviously, he's played a few Coates Talent League games. He played an under-18s trial game, and he's done a fantastic job there.
There's an injury update involving Ajax, which we'll get to down in the moment. There's a player who's holding his shoulder. Meanwhile, it's Heath who grabs it out of the ruck, goes towards attacking 50 again. It was a good mark taken, though, by Hendler. Harrison McIlwaine will be all over that down on the boundary line. It just happened in the lead up to that Hayter goal. Comes out now to Lipton, who looks to go at the top looking for Aaron, who dropped the mark under pressure, and there were sharks all around him. Now the hand pass comes out to Sears, looking for Backman, but it missed him. And then going in low and hard there was Dubinsky. He might be in trouble here. He dived on top of the football, but the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt and locked things up. Right in front of us here, in front of the interchange gates, we're going to get a stoppage. Heath tapped it down to Taylor, scrubbed the kick a couple of metres forward, comes out now to Florent, who's caught by Pike.
Just one thing at the moment with Bowie, they're probably just going for that one little extra posse at the moment, possession in the chain. It's just inviting a bit of pressure, which, they could just be a bit more composed.
Spicer's going to get onto it here. He was held without it. He still managed to get a kick forward. Going back with a flight, no mark was taken. The hand pass comes back, kick into the middle of the ground there by Wills, and they're out here. That's an excellent switching pass, and it's Hayter again, who's got room to move. He has a bounce. He could go all the way here. He has a second. He could go all the way here. A third bounce. Get in. Sets it up to go. It's gone across the face. Anticlimactic finish. It's still alive though. And now the run out of back comes from Ajax. Dubinsky with the hand pass. Kick long towards the wing. Herzl brought it to ground. There's Spicer again. Bouncing football inside, attacking 50, but it's all Sharks though. Wills, he's going to go with another dangerous kick. McMaster, he had it on the third row. Then he dropped it. Now he's in a bit of a problem. He's caught by Jonty Israel, and he's gone. Free kick to Ajax.
probably just too risky a kick in that situation there, where it was, 2-on-1. He was trying to bring the footy inside when he had a couple of numbers for a safer option.
Israel goes long inside 50, went off hands. It was Vogel down there. And it's come out now to Sears, who spears a pass onto the chest of Spencer, who's got it between wing and half-back, and he's got Cusack in a bit of space. Looks to go longer than that with a kick up towards Harms, who's got 2 to beat in the air. He was never likely to beat Noah Spitz, who takes the mark at half-back for the Jackers.
Well, Spitz can go even further back now to Breyer, who had a bit off one to Nusabam in the middle of the ground. He then goes with a bit more of an aggressive ball. They've got the corridor now, Ajax. This kick over the top to Spice is a good one. Now that a half forward, they've worked this well. Spicer about 55 out from goal, has one-on-ones inside 50. He takes his time, now pops it up high into the pocket. It's a good kick. Ball just got through hands. Parasol out the back, can have a ping, does have a ping! And they've got their second Ajax. And they hung in the game with thanks to Comwire IT. And we do have an injury update. Harrison, what do you have for us?
Sorry, gents. Reece Israel has gone down to the rooms with his left shoulder favouring it. It's already heavily strapped, but given that he's gone into the rooms, it remains to be seen if he'll be seen again. And one more thing I'll give for you. There's plenty of feeling in this one. After Cohen's miraculous goal a couple of goals ago now, he came off the bench jawing at the Beaumaris bench, telling them that was such a cheap shot. So expect a bit more spice in this one.
GYG Golden Age contenders coming out of our ears in this opening term, and what an occasion to do it in. That injury update as well, thanks to Author Sport Victoria. Thank you to Harrison McIlwaine down to the boundary line.
Well, you spot high quality goals at the moment, isn't it? Like what a start we've had.
Heath that time punches it forward, gains about 15 metres. Good tackle by McMahon, still on Pike. Not letting him go anywhere, locks it up. 3-1-19 plays 2 straight 12 on the Comwire IT scoreboard. A 7-point advantage in favour of the Sharks. Ball tossed up once again. Oh, how about the bursting out of traffic there from the Jackers. Kick goes up towards half forward. Good mark though by Wills, who started nicely across half back.
He's had a great game so far. Yeah, Wills. He's been reading the footy really well behind there.
Dangerous switch up towards the back flank, and it might work, although it's coming back the other way. Good attack on the footy by McMaker. Now he gives the hand pass away to Lewis, who goes with a kick inside 50.
There's again.
And there's Wills once more. Impenetrable in the opening term. This time he pulls off a safer switch to Backman, who goes up the line. The kick there was looking for True, was knocked away from Hopper. Running onto it there is that man again. Hey, oh, he's gone. Great chasing tackle, holding the ball. Well, that's Zeb Aaron at his best. Unrelenting pressure. Changed his mind a couple of times with a kick. Heath got in the way, knocked it away. Out to Israel, who sets sail from 50. It's going to go to land of the goal square. Knocked away there from Vogel. It's still alive, though. Tracks the ball to the boundary line. Keeps it in play. Goes with a hand pass inboard. It's gathered now. It might be a high tackle. It has been paid. Logan Siegel to take the kick. It'll be 25, 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle when he lets fly. This to bring the margin back to a point.
Well, again, he's a highlight reel, isn't he? Every time he gets it, I think we're going to get pretty excited today, boys. But the pressure from Ajax has been super early. Aaron, what a story he is. He's played majority of the year in the thirds. He's stepping up on grand final day. Again, no real method to it. They just get the ball in. They put pressure on the Bowie backs and here they create opportunities for themselves. That's how they've done it so far. All three, they're 2 goals and maybe the third.
Seagulls kicked 4 goals, 3 for the year. Last week was his first game in this division since round 5. So this would be a good opportunity to make a mark. He's driven it across the face. It barely made the distance in the end, and it was escorted over the line. A minor score, 2-1-13. Plays 3-1-19 in favour of Beaumaris. That's on the Comwire IT scoreboard in this opening term.
I've got a good opportunity here to set up the ground, Beaumaris. They've got all that speed on the width on the perimeter. Long kick down the line here. Cusack is going to fly. Had to beat 2 in the air. It's coming right back, though, Ajax's way. Parasol in over the top of that. And this hemmed in along the boundary line will have a ball up. And there's a nice assortment of people there in the little Sandy Zebras grandstand over there. It's the Neil Bencraft grandstand. And it is nearly packed to the house. Roble went back inside with the tap and then got up the line. Cusack happy to see it out. Well, he's happy to bump. Spits over the line, and we will have another ball in. We've just ticked over 20 minutes. We're about to tick over the 21-minute mark in this first term, and only 6 points separated. So, despite not losing since April at the moment, Beaumaris have a lot of pressure on them. They are in front, but they are being hunted hard by Ajax. Now the ball gets through the hands. Pisa now got it going forward. Good tick down the line for Cossack. He had to get over the top of it, did the big fall forward. Now the roll, Milojevic, great kick over the top. They've got a spare in the square. Spencer, guess who? It's Harms. He can do anything from here. He goes to check side, into the path of a teammate in Florence, and Florent puts it through. Joy Florent, goal number 100 of his career. And what a time to kick it in the grand final. And that is a very, very good goal. We just talked about the quality of goals in this game of football. It is up there.
There's another one. We're going to have to spend about 10 minutes trying to dissect the goal of the day, or what I think, at the end of this.
Even the easy goals are good goals.
Yeah, that's right. But look, that came out of Bowie actually having a really good, clear contest possession here at the stoppage, where they were able to work the footy up. Their forwards are all up. They were able to get it out of the back. Harms really smart, read that well, got into space, and used Florent for the goal. So that's definitely one of Bowie's strengths in being able to do that.
So 2-goal game in favour of the Sharks. Roble at the stoppage, tapped it down. And they'll get the clearance as well. Scrubby kick up towards half forward. Taylor was there, gathered by Sheasel, who just punts it forward up towards the goal square. Big pack of players. It's come off hands. And again, gathered by Herzl. Snap towards goal from Vogel. It was smothered. Or was it? It was.
Oh.
Comes off hands and goes through for a rush behind. 2-2 plays 4-5, an 11-point lead in favour of the Sharks as we go 22.5 here in the opening term for Comwire IT.
Well, now once again they're just happy to take the sting out of it by Morris from the kick in. They're just taking a bit of time. Got plenty of options in the pocket. Umpire now calls time on. And the crowd, they like geeing it up like a Sard kick for Carlton. They roared as he tried to bring that back in. That's a bit of a high fend there. Nicholas Lewis put the shoulder or the forearm up into Milojevic's head, and he's won himself a free kick and refusing to give it back as well. Probably should have been 50. The bench was pleading with the umpire there. Now goes with a short ball, barely the 15 to Virtue. He's happy to go conservative down the line. That's a great mark. Coming up to meet it is True. Now reels and goes. Gave the handball to Virtue. Virtue went inside 50. Cusack got through his hand. Able to stabilise for the moment here. Ajax was a nice sidestep from Nissenbaum, who then goes upfield, got a kind bounce, foot race on, and Nussbaum now tries to beat 4 of them. Got a bruising block there from Wills, and now they're able to go back the other way through Dyer, who then used a handball over the top. They're in a lot of pressure. Is they going to come unstuck? It will. Great tackle by Sheasel, and we will have a stoppage. Centre of the wing on the outer side of the ground. The dark clouds are rolling in overhead. Yet to get any rain in this game of footy, but I don't feel like we're far off.
So Sheasel got the clearance, but there'll be a free kick coming back, and it's going to go the way of the big fella Heath, the Beaumaris ruck, who will take it between wing and half-back. Reaching 43 hit-outs for the season is Callum Heath. In fact, no team averages more hit-outs across the season in 2025 than Beaumaris. 61.4 a game, and in the team in second, Ajax. So their ruck divisions are as good, are the very best in the competition. Heath goes with a kick long down the line. It's a great mark, though. Might have been from Spitz again, who's taken a couple of nice marks in this opening term.
Lipton,
well, in fact, it's Lipton, rather. My apologies. Thank you, Luke. Lipton goes down the line, straight back to Heath. So the big fellas are playing a bit of kick-to-kick at the moment. Where will this kick go from? Well, that's a ruck's kick. It's gone straight down the throat of Hedler, who marks it half-back. This time he goes short, and well, at least that one hasn't been turned over. It's just trickled out of play for a boundary throw-in.
Well, we've hit a bit of a stalemate here after an absolute cracking start of footy. That the last couple of minutes we're just playing a bit of kick-to-kick for a little bit and see how this unfolds.
Well, they brought the excitement. They can't outshine all the other games on the weekend. So it's a footy god's way of saying calm it down. Ball through the legs of Sheasel there, and now Little man Spicer try to get it going forward. It's a great mark back with a flight by Dyer. Just happened to check over the forecast, and we are not far off getting a bit of rain here. So you'd feel with the height advantage in terms of the rain, probably going the way of Ajax, they might be better suited to the wet weather, Luke.
I would have thought so. I would have thought when they saw the forecast today, they were pretty excited. You know, as we've talked about what their strengths are. It's conducive to wet, sort of blustery conditions, and so that would play in their favour. Well,
we've got a boundary throw in here on the outer wing. It's Heath and Roble. They do at it. Now in and underneath it is Spicer. Going the way, though, here. Well, no, not to be, rather. Spicer smothered the Beaumaris handball, then tried to take on 4 of them. Slipping a tackle there. Dyer doing very well, but then he's wrapped up in a tackle once more. And on the end of that was Sears, who first time called his name this afternoon, but good opportunity for Ajax to press the agenda again. Heath, though, just belts a hand into the football. McMaster slipped over at an inconvenient time. True came on through, then fired a handball wide to Matthews. He goes long down the line. It's a good kick to O'Rourke, who takes off and has a bounce and a second bounce. Ran to 50, great looks kick inside. It's a beautiful ball down the throat of Spencer. And they got around him as well. What a kick, what a run. And it sets up a big opportunity at goal, about 35 out on a 45-degree angle. Yeah,
O'Rourke, he's had a pretty good start in the middle. He's got his hands on the footy a little bit, and he's someone that uses the ball really well. But you can just see the contrasting styles, can't you? Like it's just, if Bowie win the clearance and win it in space, they have time to be able to use it to kick it to their open forward line. Versus Ajax, just get it and get it forward and, without much method.
Spencer, who's on the runway now, will kick from about 40 metres out on the left. Umpire doesn't move, and the cheer squad will let you know. They're 5th of the opening term. 5-1-31 plays 2-2-14, thanks to Comwire IT.
Well, on the stats, my official stats here, guys, with the biro that I have, I mark the inside 50s, and it's 11-9. I've got it in Bowie's way, and so you know, territory-wise, we're pretty similar. But as I said, it's the way it's going in. It's just it's getting in with a bit more fluency for Beaumaris and being able to give them those 6 scoring shots that they've had versus the 4 that Ajax have had.
Luke Mahoney, our special comments thanks to Hit IQ. There's not much he hasn't done at this level, player or coach. And it's the Sharks who are holding sway right now, and it's Heath who slaps it forward onto the path of McMaster, who was through, but for a strong tackle there from Bryars. Ball still alive, though. Bryars is going to get it now. And then jumping over the top there was Lewis. Then he somehow managed to get the football and got the hand pass away. Don't know how he did that. Nissenbaum now. And then a high kick up towards half forward. Big fly required. No one able to take the mark. There'll be a free kick, though, going the way of the Sharks. Front on infringement. And it's going to go the way of Pacer, who eventually receives the football. I don't know if it was given back to him illegally, but he'll take the free kick and just go with a safe lateral pass. Wills, who's had an excellent opening term, is long down the line, offhand out of play, boundary throw, and down to the boundary line to McIlwaine Harrison. We've talked about the rain clouds. Has it arrived yet?
It's just sprinkling for the moment, Matt, but I expect it to get significantly heavier based on the look of the clouds rolling in.
29 minutes gone here in the opening term at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. It's the Sharks who have a 17-point lead. And if you are watching on VAFA TV, you might just be able to see a couple of drops falling from the sky now. The rains are here. And we will speculate as to who that advantage is throughout the course of the match. Meantime, the advantage is going the way of the Jackers here. And through Roble, goes with the kick inboard to the former centre mid, Parasol. He just puts a high kick inside 50. This is going to be a great mark if anyone could take it. Nearly was taken in the end there by Vogel. In the end, it's been locked up. Last getting hands with Siegel, and it'll be a ball up about 45 metres out from goal here for the Jackers.
Well, a good opportunity now for another 4-way forward here for Ajax. They need a goal. Heath just hacked it on the boot. Bit of a high up and under. It was a great releasing handball from Milivojevic, and now they're off once again. Beaumaris streaming through the middle. Lucky the siren sounded because Pepper had found True in the forward 50, and it was a 4-on-2 in favour of Beaumaris, so it would have been their 6th of the opening quarter. In the meantime, though, it is quarter time here from Trevor Barker Beach Oval. 5-1-31. Beaumaris plays 2-2-14 Ajax, and it's been a first quarter for the Ages with plenty of exceptional goals on show. Matty and Jack.
Luke?
Well, as I said, what an exciting first quarter we've seen. So that every goal, I think, has been something you put in the candidate for the goal of the day. So there's some high-quality skills on show here today. But I think what we're seeing is we are seeing the two contrasting styles play out at the moment. And Ajax look best when the ball's in a bit more slower, a bit more congestion. They can just surge the ball forward and put the Bowie backs under pressure versus Bowie. They're really looking to control the footy a bit more, get out through their own sort of method of either cutting angles or the like, having their forwards high and getting back over into space. And so Beaumaris have started really well in that respect. But full respect to Ajax at the moment, just the pressure they've put on, the intensity that they've put on has been super, and as you would expect from a grand final. So I think the scoreboard probably just reflects that difference in what I've said around the inside 50 method, that when the Beaumaris boys do get the ball and have a bit more time and space to use it, they're using it pretty well, and that's why they're 31-14 in front.
Goal scorers to this point, only one multiple goal scorer for the match, 2 to Matthew Harm, singles to Tom Spencer, Jai Florent and Jet Hayter, and for Ajax, singles to Jordan Cohen and Joel Parasol. It is quarter time here in the Premier C Men's Grand Final. That first quarter brought to you by Comwire IT, and is Beaumaris who hold a 17-point lead. 5-1-31 plays 2-2-14. We'll take a quick break and bring you the rest of today's action right after this.
Hey guys, introducing GYG's $12 chicken mini meal. It's the ultimate value bundle. A mini chicken burrito or bowl, medium Chipotle seasoned fries, and a bottle of water or a soft drink of your choice. It's cheaper than cooking at home. Love ya.
The VAFA's Night of Nights is just around the corner. Join us at the VAFA Awards Night as we celebrate our league best and fairest winners, induct our newest life members, and present the premiership flags. Wednesday, October 8 at Lakeside Pavilion in Albert Park. Get your tickets now at vafa.com.au.
Are you looking to grow your business? William Buck are more than just accountants and advisors who can develop strategic growth plans for your business. With over 125 years' experience, William Buck has expertise in navigating through challenging times and has been working closely with the VAFA community, creating positive change for individuals, businesses and community organisations. William Buck's team of specialist advisors work collaboratively, providing you with 360 support. Schedule a complimentary consultation today by visiting williambuck.com.
Tickets are on sale now for the William Buck Premier Men's Grand Final Day function. Friday, September 26th in the function room at Elsternwick Park. Enjoy the biggest day on the amateur footy calendar with a delicious sit-down lunch and hear from the grand final coaches ahead of the big match. Tickets are available now at vafa.com.au.
Listen in to the award-winning VAFA William Buck Premier Men's SEN Match of the Day this Saturday afternoon on SEN's new no-delay streaming product, SEN Stadium. That's VAFA Footy, live with no delay, Saturday from 1:45pm. Listen via the app.
Quarter time here in the Premier C Grand Final at Trevor Barker Beach Oval for 2025, and it is Beaumaris who hold a 17-point advantage over Ajax. 5-1-31 plays 2-2-14. Matthew Donald, Kael Pennuto and Luke Mahoney here in the commentary box. Harrison McIlwaine, our boundary rider. Let's head down now to ground level and catch Lockie Buzzard, the coach of Ajax, addressing his players.
Off the back, okay, then our forwards will come up and mix in along the back, so we'll be able to pick them up as they come through. They've kicked 3 goals from doing that and got out the back. Our come forward's been excellent, okay, our clearance work's been really good. It's just our turnovers are starting to hurt us because we're kicking it in long and high to the forwards and not really giving them a chance. Okay, so we go back and reset. We're winning clearance, okay? We've just got to be clean and our ground balls just have to improve. I'm putting it on you now to say we were the best ground ball comp in the side, okay? We go back and get that right and we take a bit more care and patience with the footy. We don't need to rush. Okay, we're a bit quick, aren't we? We get it, we're a bit quick, we're a bit panicked. We've got to settle down, okay, and then lower our eyes coming forward, and we're going to have a really good quarter. Okay, here's the team. Back line been really strong. They got out the back, but I want you to keep coming forward, keep putting that pressure on the kicker. Tobes, you're just going to go out in the wing, okay? And they're obviously going to get up. I just want you to sit back as that sort of 7th role, so don't get too high. Interceptor, and then come forward. Obviously, Reece back out there. Midfield been really strong. We're winning clearances, okay? We've just got to be a bit more patient with the footy and not be rushed. And then forwards, as we are, Vogue's back to a traditional centre half. Okay, Parasol been really good up there. Okay, she's going to start out, a couple of minutes, and then go back on, roll over with Pikey. We'll start him in, okay? See if you can get your hands on your footy. Okay, as I said, really, really, really good in the contest. We're just going to lower our eyes, we're back in this game.
Well in
Lockie Buzzard, a special thank you to him and to Ajax for allowing us access into the inner sanctum on match day. There was him addressing his players. We'll head down boundary side very shortly, and he'll have a brief chat with Harrison McIlwaine ahead of the second term. Luke, Mahoney, special comments thanks to Hit IQ. Just before we get to Harrison and Lockie, what do you think Ajax need to do in this second term to get back into the game?
Yeah, well, as Lockie said, that's what we touched on at the end of the quarter time. Is that they're being really good in clearance. Their pressure's been really fantastic as well, but they're just a little bit rushed, as he said. So it's just a bit of composure that they need to take as they're going inside 50.
We'll head down now, Harrison. You've got Lockie Buzzard with you.
Buzz, plenty of feeling in this one early. How'd you see it?
Oh, it was a pretty contested game, wasn't it? Look, I think we're really good at clearance. One of our one-woods has been winning that. I think we've been a little bit hurt on turnover off half forward. We've got plenty of the ball and forward, and geez, I don't know what we have to do to get a free kick here, but not complaining about them. But wow, I think it's all gone one way, and I'm interested in your thoughts on that too.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you for that to Harrison and for Lockie for his honest thoughts. Your magic pen there, Luke, doesn't have the free kick count by any chance.
No, that's one stat I'll never take.
Well, it was interesting that he mentioned the contest, the clearances. Ajax ranked first in the competition this season for clearances, contested possession, and tackles.
Yep.
So and second for hit out. So clearly the engine room is their goal.
And they've shown that, haven't they? In the first quarter, everything to them, when it's working, that's what they're on top of, as he said. But when Bowie win the clearance, they're just making a bit more of it when they do win it. And so Ajax, as he said, be a little bit more composed, lower the eyes, and make the most of when they're actually winning the clearance.
17 points the lead for the Sharks at quarter time. The second term brought to you by Anytime Fitness, Australia's #1 health and fitness centre with over 590 clubs nationally and 5,000 worldwide. Harrison?
Heard it in the address, but he did mention that Reece Israel is back on the ground, so they are not a man down as we thought they would be.
Oh, well, that's terrific news for Reece Spicer in this grand final. Looked to be in a bit of trouble in the opening term with that shoulder injury. Went straight down to the races, we know. Well, the players in position now.
A few umbrellas up around too.
Yes, you can see there. If you are watching on VAFA TV, you can see the grey skies in the background there, or at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. If you're listening to us on the SEN app, it'll be the Sharks kicking to the right of your radio dial with a 17-point advantage in this second term. Although we did suspect that the breeze is going to the left. So if there is any advantage in that, Ajax will have it in this term. Sure, we're waiting on here, guys.
I think there's just a few people in the fence line that they're just trying to get out of the way with. I think we're okay now, though.
Shouldn't be too far away.
Waiting for the ads to finish, maybe.
Oh, no, that could be it. And they've just concluded now, Luke. I tell you what, you've got this down, Pat. Kael Pennuto to get us underway.
And we're underway here in the second quarter, and immediately a bit of burst here, Nissenbaum. But he fumbled and then was taken high. Well, it was an inopportune moment. That's a great tackle there by Lewis. Has to be holding the footy, and is. So Ajax have come out and piled the pressure on straight away. And it's in the hands here of our man, Nicholas Lewis. Toby Lipton, one to make note of as well. Started on a wing, so they started to make a bit of change. Lewis on the left, goes up towards half forward. It's a good 50-50 contest. Shees will put the fist into it, try to get it going forward into the pocket. Little snapping ball from Parasol to the top of the square. Couple of players join for the ball. Then it's some bomb snapping shot. He might have put it through. It's just the left-hand side. And a minor score. So Ajax, the first scorers of the second term, 2-3-15, playing 5-1-31. Beaumaris up by 16, thanks to Anytime Fitness.
Short kick comes into Hayes, who's got it in the back pocket now. Certainly a strong start to the second term by the Jackers. Hayes goes with a long kick down the line. Roble in best position. Marks it uncontested. Wastes no time. Gives a hand pass across to Pike, who looks to spear a pass inside 50, and he does so successfully. And they'll get a good look at goal here on the chest of Joel Parasol again. He'll line up. This will take a big kick here, though. Kicking from about 50 metres out, but no angle to speak of for the man who kicked 2 in last week's preliminary final. Already got a goal today, Joel Parasol. Sets the kick on its way now. Looks good off the boot. Has it got the carry? Yes, it does! Reward for effort. It's been a great start to the second term for the Jackers, and they've got a goal to show for it. Joel Parasol, the second. And they move now on that scoreboard, 3-3-21. Ajax, Beaumaris 5-1-31. Scoreboard for William Buck. Second quarter brought to you by Anytime Fitness. Special comments brought to you by Luke Mahoney.
Yeah, and Lockie Buzzard to be wrapped with the start they've had. You know, that tackle from Lewis sort of set the tone for for the quarter, and Roble just reading a little bit better coming out of the wind, so that breeze must be still must be around a bit because that just dropped. He read it better, and then just quick ball movement, lowered the eyes inside 50. Have a shot on goal. Parasol's looking dangerous up there.
Well, it's Heath and Roble in the middle of the ground. Roble put a fist into it through the hands there of Lewis and did the work on the ground. It is a throw, though. Crowd's not happy, but I've never seen a more obvious throw than that. Didn't even try to hide it.
Who won't be happy? Lockie Buzzard.
Oh, very much so. That's a dangerous kick. It was always going to be a dangerous kick, whether his teammate slipped over. But now, once again, Beaumaris just able to put some calm on the football. That kick down the line from Hayes was always going to win out over the boundary line.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes in. Bowie haven't really touched the footy just yet, have they? So they just need to get a bit of control of the football and get in their hands a bit more and own a bit more possession.
Well, those couple mils of rain that came down at quarter time seem to be favouring Ajax at the moment. Now they are going to try and get it going forward again. Israel through his hands, then handball from Pike inside, working in the phone box at the moment. Lewis chased down by 2, somehow found a releasing handball. Nissenbaugh down the line. He wanted the first goal scorer of the game, which was Cohen, but wasn't able to find him. Boundary line wins out, and we're about 55 metres out from Ajax's goal at the moment. They're down by 10.
Nissenbaugh's really got going this start of this quarter. He's an important player, but he started on fire.
Skipper is leading by example. Heath just grabs that one out of the ruck and throws it on the boot. Advantage Lipton, and didn't take the mark, but was impeded in the marking contest. It was a strong tackle afterwards.
Don't give it away.
Now, they better be careful here not to give anything away in the afters. Fly the flag, but don't give anything silly away, and they won't. And it's going to be played on pretty quickly here by Ajax. Kick into the pocket by Breyer. It's been cut off, though. Heath read it better than anyone else and took the intercept mark at the back pocket for the Sharks, who are under the caution this second term. That kick, Roble again is going to get to it. He knocked it away. Then it's come out now. Strong tackling applied. Tell you what, the Sharks are under the pressure here. And it's going to be another free kick going the way of the Jackers, holding the ball.
It's Lewis again.
Taken by Lewis. He seems confident he's got the distance here. I feel like he might be just too far out. In fact, he does look like he's going to take on the man, gain a bit of distance, and then go with a kick into the pocket. Beautiful play. Oh, that was great stuff by Nick Lewis. One way, then the other. They hit up his teammate with a perfect kick into the pocket, marked strongly by Justin Vogel, who'll line up for goal.
Well, listen to their coach, because every inside 50 now has been, at least it hasn't been a big throw up into their forward line. They've actually tried to spot the hit up, or at least kick it to their advantage rather than just throwing up in the air. And you know, the last one from before from Breyer was, you probably just want to hit up the opposition ruckman, but that one was a great kick.
Three goals last week, 32 goals, 16 for the season, Justin Vogel. So it's in good hands. On a 45-degree angle on the right boot, he's sprayed it rather across the face of goal. And is that going to be a mark to Heath in the back pocket? It will be. So he's taken a couple of important marks in defence this term for the Sharks. Now what's going to happen?
I think it's a 50-metre penalty.
It looks like it because everyone's flooding back up the ground. So 50 metres advantage here to the Sharks, and they'll get some respite out of the back line.
Well, Callum Heath, he wants his name in consideration for best on ground at the end of this game. If Beaumaris are to get over the line, he's been phenomenal early. Gave the handball round the back to Dyer, who goes long up towards half forward. A couple of one-on-ones. Good front position there, Dubinsky. Wasn't able to mark it, though. For the ball now, Hendler, just happy to paddle it over the boundary line. There's no real urgency for Ajax to try to have another foray in towards their attacking half. We will have a boundary throw-in, favouring Beaumaris' side of the ground. They'll be happy with a free kick count, Ajax, to start this second quarter. And it's all been off the back of their ferocious tackling and effort around the football. Roble and Heath will do battle again. Heath won it down. Roble for the ball, picked it up off the deck. Was immediately tackled by Heath again, though, and we will have another ball up.
Yeah, well, we're nearly 7 minutes in now. This is as far as it's gone for Bowie into their territory.
Roble just trying to palm it forward in the Ajax direction. Picked up there by Florent, who tried to come rolling through the middle of that pack, but he was tackled once more. So a little bit of a lull we've hit with 3 stoppages in a row now. And it's Roble and Heath again. It's like the battle of two tanks in the middle of the ground. They're both just so dominant. It's a free kick going Ajax's way now. Play on advantage, but then the umpire called it back. One umpire called advantage, and the other one didn't. And we'll have it back near half back here for Ajax. Just ticking over 7.5 played here in the second quarter. And the free kick is going the way here of Nissan Bar, who has been absolutely elite so far to start this game of football. Has a couple of options inboard in Spitz. Takes it, or very dangerous. Went past the hands of Spitz. Now they've put themselves in a dangerous spot here, Ajax. Great pressure applied here from True. That's holding the football. Umpire didn't agree. Now the ball gets spat out the back of the contest. McMaster able to find my man Hiata on the wing. What a great mark. He's got something, this kid. Stops, props, goes even wider. It's a good kick. Now O'Rourke wanted to send it on quickly. Kick inside 50. I thought Harms had his arms chopped there. And we will have a stoppage about 45 metres out from Beaumaris's goal.
Well, the hat from Lockie Bossard actually went to the ground then after those decisions weren't paid for holding the ball. A bit of frustration from the coach.
It's a tense period in this second term. The free-flowing scoring has stopped. But it's only a 10-point lead. That kick into central location's a beauty. It's going to set up an opportunity here for the Sharks to get a reply, to get on the board in this second term as well.
McMaster, I think.
We'll find out in a moment when player in question does decide to turn his back. It's Sears who will line up for the goal.
Well, it was a great kick from Taylor. He's one of the important players for Beaumaris. He's a bit of a clearance king as well, so he puts the pressure on in the forward 50, and when he gets his hands on the footy as well, he usually does some smart things with it, and that's all he did. Just lowered the eyes and found a hit up.
17 touches and a goal for Sears in the second semi-final win over Parkdale. He's kicked 10 for the season. Can he make it 11 here? He sets the kick on its way. It's coming back. It's got there. Ben Sears just sneaks it in. And the Sharks get a reply and get themselves on the board in this second term. And that's an important goal just to steady the ship for Beaumaris, because Ajax have certainly lifted in this second term. William Buck scoreboard, second term brought to you by Anytime Fitness. And on that scoreboard, Beaumaris 6-1-37 and Ajax 3-3-21.
Yeah, as you said, I think Ajax will be pretty disappointed with that, because that's certainly against the flow to be only one goal each for this quarter. Ajax have certainly dominated the first 9 minutes in territory and possession as well, so that's an important goal for Bowie.
Well, a stabiliser for Beaumaris. They lead by 16 here, midway point of the second term. Good tackle then from Nissan Blum, who's been electric in this game of football, and a bit of afters as well with Taylor. Neither of them happy with each other as play continues. Roble worked its way to the front. Spicer was being held, and the non-adjudicating umpire has found a free kick. I think gesturing Beaumaris's way. Yep. It is. So it was from that little scuffle with Taylor, and he's won himself the free kick and then played on. We've just got a bit of confusion at the moment. Now they figure it out. Now it comes all the way back to O'Rourke, and O'Rourke's kick is cut off. So after all that, now it gets going the way here of Ajax. Kick down the line from Lipton towards the 50, and Parasol did all the body work, or rather in the end it's Jordan Cohen, and he will line up a difficult kick here deep in the pocket, about 50 metres out, or maybe we'll go 45 instead, depends where he kicks it from. But big kick coming up here for Jordan Cohen to keep Ajax within touch.
Still trying to figure out what the free kick was.
No, I think I thought it was with the scuffle, but then it went to James Taylor, but then he gave it off, and then it went to O'Rourke. Anyway, Cohen on the runway now. Will kick from about 45 on the left. Strikes it really well, just out to the left. It was a good hit, but not on line. So 3-4-22 Ajax, 6-1-37 Beaumaris. Ajax shooting themselves in the foot with a bit of inefficiency. Second quarter scoreboard update thanks to Anytime Fitness.
That matchup there, I don't know if that's Backman on Cohen. That's one I'll keep my eye on, because Cohen's definitely got him for strength there, as he showed. It was a smart kick from Lipton, just kicking to his advantage, and he was too strong.
Dyer brings it in. Approaching the football there was Cusack, and to just chest it away rather than mark it. It's created a loud thud off his ribcage and gone out of play for a boundary throw-in.
you don't want to rub your arms after those ones. Leave real bad
See,
red marks.
that's why Kael Pennuto US leaves.
Oh, you are a big fan of the long sleeve.
There are so many advantages to them, and you can just add that one to the pile. Virtue now was trying to gather it, beaten to it by his opposite number in Sheasel, and was spun in a 720 over the line, and that's not the end of it either. A bit of push and shove, exchanging of phone numbers, and eventually they all disperse, and at the end of it all, we'll get another boundary throw in. As Sheasel's a little slow to get to his feet there, actually. We'll keep an eye on that. He still hasn't actually entered the field of play. In the hands of a trainer at the moment. Heath got rid of Roble and then punches it out towards the wing. Bouncing football. Was overrun initially there. The hand pass comes back. Virtue was happy to concede the boundary throw in at the end of all of that as a result. And crashed into the Ajax interchange bench.
Sheasel's still down. He's got rubbing his ankle, rubbing his shoulder, and he's limping. So
he doesn't know what's sore at the moment. It's a little bit of everything. Harrison McIlwaine, our boundary write-up, will be providing injury update for All the Sport Victoria once he gets wind of what's going on. Meanwhile, Roble grabs that out of the ruck, boots it up towards half forward. In best position was Wills, who takes it on his chest once again and looks to counter-attack. It's a dangerous kick, and it might be turned over here. The Jackets with the numbers. They'll go back inside 50, and slipping over there was the wrong time with Siegel. Allowed Dyer to swoop. He goes with a kick up towards the wing. Knocked back towards goal by Taylor. The race is on. True with a hat kick towards half forward. It's gone out of play. Appeals for insufficient intent, and it's going to be paid. Oh. That'll please Lockie Buzzard. He'll be a little happier with that decision. And the Jackers will get the ball out of defence.
Well, there's a lot to keep an eye on here. We're just ball put back into play. Lipton down the line. They're just checking Sheasel right in front of us. They're sort of feeling more collarbone region more than shoulder. We'll have a check here.
Fierce tackle on him.
Hamish, do you have an update for us on Sheasel?
Yeah, it looks to be his left collarbone and left ankle that are getting attention on them at the moment. Seem to be in better spirits after a quick chat with the trainers, but I'll keep an eye on that.
Well, this is a nice-looking approach here for Beaumaris. They had three numbers situating themselves underneath the footy. Now Spencer kicked a goal in the opening quarter. And he's about 55 out from goal. Stutter stepping like he's going to have a shot. Instead sets it up. It's a penetrating kick to the top of the square. Numbers suiting Ajax. A high free kick. Oh, the umpire played advantage. Spencer came through in half the contest. Follow-up tackle was good. Hendler under pressure. And we will have a ball up deep inside Beaumaris' attacking half. Dangerous times at the moment for Ajax. They're under pressure once more. Ball went up, Matthews. Good tackle applied there by Pike, and another ball up here. So a little bit of a lull in the game.
True. Falling on top of the football there, and he's going to be penalised here for diving on top of it. So Ajax, with a bit of respite here, they'll be able to clear their lines. It'll be Lewis, who's had a good second term, looks to switch the play. Oh, on the mark was dropped there initially. Still time to recover. Hand pass over the top to Spitz, who got it there from Breyer. Then drives a long kick up the line. Oh, it's come off hands. It was Johns. Seeger was dispossessed. Umpire let it play on. Still Parasol, putting those soccer skills to good use there, but it's cut out by Wills, who's had an excellent first half. Fends off a tackle, gets the hand pass away. Onto the Virtue, who gives it away once more. Now receiving it is Taylor. He got it there from Pepper. He could go for goal here, Taylor. He drives it from 50! Oh, across the face. Wow, from end to end, that was exhilarating football from the Sharks, but it yielded just a point. 6-2-38, plays 3-4-22 on the William Buck scoreboard in the second term, brought to you by Anytime Fitness.
The ball did not hit the ground, nearly end to end. That was the most electrifying passage of play. Every handball stuck, you stick a palm out, sit straight in your hand, give the next one. Overlap football and at its finest there. Trying to get it going their way. Once again, Ajax been a bit of a less scoring quarter this one than the last one. Great hands there from Vogel, who's able to take the mark. Has a little patient moment as Vogel. Then goes expansive, but it might come unstuck here. Oh, McMaster got a ride for the moment there. Now under pressure, McMaker under a lot of pressure. Hayato, that's an incredible kick. And Spencer will walk in and miss. I think he kicked the goal. It looked like for a moment he missed just due to the umpire shuffling to the right. And that is his second, Spencer, and a big goal there for Beaumaris.
Yeah, let off for them. It wasn't, they've probably been getting a bit more territory their side, putting some pressure on, stacking it on, and Ajax, they just tried to chew off a little bit too much with that kick and were able to force that turnover. And once you get a turnover, Beaumaris in that area, they've just got highly classed players that are going to use it well. Spencer into space. But Taylor's 1 and 2. I think that since Ajax started the way they did, Taylor's been one of the real keys for Beaumaris. He's sort of standing up and going, righto, take it on now, let's get the contest going, and he's been one who's been prepared to get his hands dirty.
So the Sharks have got a break once again for all of Ajax's hard work in this second term. It's 2-1 in favour of Beaumaris. And it's Heath who gets the kick up towards half forward. Bouncing ball. They've got the numbers again here. Taylor was pushed out of the contest there by Israel. Then a high kick was smothered. It was knocked away by Virtue. Umpire wasn't going to pay the mark anyway, but he will pay the free kick for a hold. It's going to be Nissenbaum who's got it once more on the back flank for the Jackers. Goes with a kick up the line again. It's a dangerous one. No mark taken. Now in a bit of trouble is Pacer. He's locked up. And there'll be a stoppage on neutral territory here in the centre square. Pretty much on the centre line.
Just trying a little bit too much at the moment, Ajax. They're just got to try and be a little bit more safer as they bring the footy up.
Hajlovic was in there. Comes out now. Tackle applied by Parasol. Free kick. It's not going to be taken by Parasol. That's a bit sneaky there. It's going to be Nissenbaum instead. That's not legal. Nissenbaum, he wastes no time. He goes inside, kick the 50 with the kick. It's come off hands. And it's now Beaumaris who are looking to get out of trouble. Here's the other Israel. He's taken in a strong tackle and he's escorted over the boundary line. It'll be a throw in at half forward for the Jackers, whose score is doubled at the moment. 7-2, 44, 3-4, 22, and that's on the William Buck scoreboard. This second term brought to you by Anytime Fitness.
One to make note of as well, Sheasel looks like he probably is coming back on here, getting his ankle strapped as we speak of. And we're getting a thumbs up from our man down at the boundary. He looks in a little bit of pain still, but it's a positive to see. So it's one of the big things on grand final day, trying to get everyone through healthy, but also knowing that there's no next week. You're playing for a premiership, you want to get back out there at all costs. That's a mark.
Yep.
So middle of the ground here for Ajax. They'll go deep inside the attacking half. Cohen front possession was held. Free kick going the way here of Ajax. And you did highlight the matchup. I believe it's Backman who's on Cohen and just struggling to keep a glove to the forward, getting that position, but just not able to match him strength for strength.
Yeah, I think if that ball comes in that way, that's Cohen's strength, right? So he's probably just got to play off him a little bit and somehow try and intercept the ball or spoil the ball a different way.
The one time having a backman in defence is a bad thing.
That's a bit harsh.
It's
this is a big kick, though.
It's a massive kick in the context of the game. It's a 4-goal margin at the moment. Just ticked over 20 minutes in the second quarter. Cohen on the left from about 35 out, and the Ajax crowd erupts in a cheer. He's got his second, and Ajax have I believe their fourth for the match, and they're able to just keep pace for the moment here with Beaumaris. We'll wait for the ads to stop playing on the scoreboard so we can give you the scoreboard update. It is a goal. Just hold 5. There we go. 7-2, 44 Beaumaris, 4-4, 28 Ajax. Thanks to Anytime Fitness with this second quarter scoreboard update. It's a 16-point ball game.
Massive clearance this one here. Ajax, they just need to win this one.
We're now into time on. Just ticked over 20 minutes gone in this second term. 16-point lead in favour of Beaumaris, but 17 at quarter time. So they've won the quarter by a point, Ajax. Herzl punched it forward. Now running onto it is Florence. It's a cruel bounce for him. Then he goes and applies a tackle on a player who didn't have the football. Umpire waved play on. Siegel, he butted up, got the hand pass away. They can go inside 50 again. Here the Jackers, low ball. He was looking for Vogel. He just couldn't reel it in. And the Sharks defenders are there in numbers. They swarmed the contest and the hand pass came out to Wills, who had a bit of a fumble. He's going to go follow up. He's taking a strong tackle though by Nussbaum. And there's a mixture of applause and boos from the Jackers crowd, celebrating the effort but acknowledging that they wanted a little more than that. They'll have to make do with the ball up here. Herzl's taking a turn in the ruck. He does well against Heath on that occasion. Comes out now, Lewis, He might have been taken without it as well. He's got to get it free. He just about did in the end. Then it came back to him and he wasn't expecting it. And eventually we'll get a stoppage here between wing and half forward for Ajax.
Just think Ajax are really getting on top in the stoppage situation. So that's what... They give that one away.
And that will be a free kick. And will it be 50? No, it won't. It'll just be a free kick to Heath. 2 goals apiece in this second term. It goes down the line. The numbers favour the Jackers here, but at the full of the ball, it was True. Got the hand pass to Chots to McMaster, who goes with a kick looking for Cusack. He had to beat a couple in the air. He at least brought it to ground. Now Harms. It's close to the boundary line. Sears caught in a tackle. And again. And it's gone out of play. It was a good effort there by Spitz to lock it up. And it'll be a boundary throw in eventually when everyone gets to their feet and focuses on the footy rather than the fights. About 20 metres out from Beaumaris's goal.
Feels like a 75-25 split with the crowd. 75% being Ajax. The roar that goes around this oval every single time a tackle is made or a play is made. Ball back in dispute there. It was Hendler in over the top, but that umpire lets it roll. And then decides to call it fuller. Ball up. 35 out here from Beaumaris's goal. Slight angle. Now trying to go through the middle. That is Cusack. Ball gets to the top of the square. It's a dangerous time, especially with Harms lurking. That's a very good palming effort. And it went out of bounds indeed. So we will have a boundary throw in about 40 metres out now from Beaumaris's goal. Just about to tick over 24 minutes gone, and this game is in a tedious position at the moment because another goal in favour of Ajax, and they only go into half-time 10 points down, which they would take as a massive win. Davis was a good set of hands there. Now the kick from Lipton goes up the line. Bodied out of it was Vogel, had 3 to beat. And then a little soccer off the deck, and they're happy to get it over the boundary line here, Ajax. They work it up to the middle of the ground, outer wing.
Feels a bit cliche to say, Luke, but the next goal you feel is really important because for all of Ajax's work in this second term, they're winning the quarter by a point. So if Beaumaris were to actually win the quarter despite probably being second best, I mean, it would be a big blow for the Jackers.
Yeah, I feel Ajax have had the better of the quarter against Bowie. So if Bowie outscored them here, that'll be a big win for them.
Lewis goes with a hand pass back to Lipton. Who belts it up towards half forward. Went over the head there of Cohen. Loose ball inside 50. Backman retrieves it. Then gives the hand pass away. And then a bit of run provided out of defence now for the Sharks. That's a dangerous kick. Not able to reel it in there, but doing well going back with it again was Breyer. It's gone out of play. Good contest from both teams, this one. We've got a good grand final in our hands at this point. 16-point lead in favour of the Sharks. 25 gone in this second term thanks to Anytime Fitness. Scoreboard brought to us by William Buck, Premier Partner of the VAFA in 2025. Ball toss back in now. Tap down, running onto it. There is Hayter again, who's away. He throws on the boot, goes up towards half forward. It's going to be a difficult one to mark, but doing an excellent job there was McMaker. Should be one clean grab on his chest. That wasn't an easy ball to control, but he did it superbly. Kicks out towards Lipton on the back opposite flank, who gathered it on the bounce. Then comes back inboard to Spitz.
Lipton's been a bit of a surprise on the wing, but he's actually found a bit of footy out there.
Yeah. Working between half back and the wing across this first half. Spitz. He kicks it once more. Now, has that stayed in the field of play? Yes, it has. So Lipton now on that left boot. Goes up towards half forward. Vogel! Well, he's paid it. He had about 3/4 of it, and that was enough for the umpire.
Quickly, Cohen one out.
He's too far out to score, Vogel, so he's just going to go with a kick in towards the pocket, but it's wide of Cohen, wide of everyone, and wide of the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. The Sharks to get it back in the back pocket.
Well, we're going to repel here from the back pocket now. They lead by 16, 26 and a half gone. How electric is Jed Haida? It's just explosive. Ball goes long down the line and immediately through the hands of Lewis. Sees in there as well. And over the top of Vogel, happy to see it over the line.
Yeah, there's no go slow mode with Hater.
No, he's dynamic. He's long, tall, very long, and just fast. It's a scary proposition. As I said, it's like, for anyone who's an NFL fan, it's like running through a hole than seeing one of the best linebackers in the NFL straighten your way. He's scary to stand in front of as a proposition. Israel goes inside 50. Cohen has a juggling attempt and marked deep in the pocket. And our man Luke Cohen reels and goes and has put it through. That's his third. Oh.
Tried to be a crowd goal. He tried to get the crowd through that one.
Well, it's a shame because I thought it was a mark of the day contender with thanks to Sharon. Unfortunately, the goal has gone astray. The Ajax crowd, though, they are absolutely up and about.
Yeah, Tony Liberatore at Icon Park right now. He knows all about that. And the kick comes back into the field of play. Oh, good mark, Parasol. Went back with a fight. Sort of strong overhead grab. And he gets up pretty quickly as well. He's trying to walk off a bit of a knock, but he's going to kick it to a central location. It's slewed off the side of the boot. And the mark has not been paid by Vogel. He tried to kick it in one fell swoop. It's come out now to Lewis. He couldn't get it clean up. Oh, and then Nussbaum tried to hack it off the deck. It's all happening here at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. And there's stacks on it full forward. No one knows where the footy is. And in the end, the umpire will call for a stoppage. And just noticed a moment ago with Kael Pennuto that Luke Mahoney had his coach's hat on watching that Cohen-Backman matchup once more.
Not happy.
Tossed up, Heath tried to slap it back towards the pocket. It stayed in play though. O'Rourke stripped his man of the football, then lost the football. Got to contend with Hayter for the football, who just wants to take grass. And in the end, it's gone out of play. Another boundary throw in. So the Sharks have slowly worked it outside of, or towards the back flank, away from the defensive goal line, but it's still inside 50 for the Jackets.
There can't be long to go. I'm surprised Bowie don't have more numbers in their back line here, just to sort of be happy with where the situation is at the moment.
And they've got a couple of spares behind the ball at the moment to the Jackers as well. 29 gone here in this second term. Heath punches it out of there. And it's going to fall now for Sears, who got the hand pass away. He had numbers running alongside, and they are going to work it up towards half forward now. Cusack's got to beat a couple. Spitz read it well, showed great anticipation, got the hand pass away. They've got a 2-on-1 here. There was a bit of a fumble. It's come out now to Aaron, who goes up towards half forward. Oh, Siegel pushed his man out of there illegally. He didn't take the mark anyway. And Beaumaris will look to make it work quickly, kicking towards the centre of the ground. They've got to be good here. Lewis once more goes with a hand pass now to Pike. He's got a one-on-one here at half forward. Good reading of the play there by Cohen, who goes into the pockets. They worked it well to the Jackers. And it's Parasol again. Cohen and Parasol, the only ones who can find a route to goal for the Jackers, combining there. And Joel Parasol looking to line up for his third.
Well, it was a big free kick there in the half-back line for Bowie. That's where I would love to him, just to take the free kick, own the footy. There can't be long to go. Instead, the ball got turned over, and here's the end result.
Kick 2 in the prelim, Joel Parasol. He's kicked 2 today. Can he make it 3.5? You bet he can! Into the post! Oh, nearly. Just faded late into the woodwork.
But 2 early Crow goals this quarter as well, back-to-back. Cohen, he was up in rapturous celebration, trying to sell the behind, and Parasol thunders it into the post. This crowd has come to life. Ajax kicking to the left side of the screen if you're watching on VAFA TV or listening to the SEN broadcast. Free kick going by Morris's way. Haida off. Advantage finally paid on by the umpire, and then away Spencer arched the back, chipped it short, didn't carry the measure. Spencer's going to get it back though, couldn't break the tackle, handball to the top of the square, goal coming up, you feel it for Beaumaris. Instead, Shrew has snapped it about 2 metres forward, 20 metres high, and we will have a ball up about 25 out from goal. That is one of the most all-time bring the rain type of kicks I've ever seen.
Well, both teams just trying to go as fast as each other at the moment. It is a race.
Well, the 2 rucks duel again. Snapping kick. It's a mark on the siren. The umpire, I believe, has paid the mark.
Oh, no, hang on. Here we go.
No, well, I had the binoculars out. He did not mark that before the siren sounded, so it depends on your definition of the siren.
Oh, so Spencer has marked it. The umpire has paid it. A bit of contentious decision-making here, maybe from the umpires on the half-time siren, but this is telling. Spencer for his third to put the margin at 20. After the half-time siren, he's put it through, and the whole team will get to him. Beaumaris, a 250. playing Ajax, who are 4-6-30. And we will throw it down to our man on the boundary line here. Amish McIlwaine, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Lockie Buzzard didn't even watch that. The second that was paid a mark, he made tracks for the dressing rooms. Wasn't happy with that decision whatsoever.
Well, so, I mean, we know that he's had some thoughts on the umpiring to this point. Thank you for that, Harrison McIlwaine. What I'll say, because this often comes up, this discussion about umpire blowing the whistle to signal the end of the term and the siren. So the quarter doesn't end, and this is my understanding of the rules, but the quarter doesn't end when the siren sounds. It's when the umpire blows his whistle, acknowledging that the siren has sounded. So what happened with that one is that we were in the rare situation where the siren has sounded, the mark has been taken, and the umpire has blown the siren to end the term in that order. So he marked it before the siren sounded. Then Spencer marked it. So he's marked it after the siren, but he's not marked it after the siren, after the umpire blew his whistle to signal the end of term, which is the ultimate end of the term. Because he's marked it before the umpire signaled end of term, that's why it was paid.
Is it when he signals or when he hears it, though? I thought it was when he hears the siren. And so then he signals.
Yeah, I suppose then the blow the whistle is the acknowledgement that he's heard the siren.
Heard it.
Because Yeah, I mean, I understand the thought process behind that. But but then in that instance, the umpire could say, "Well, I heard the siren before he took the mark."
Yeah,
he very clearly took the mark after the siren. So if that were the case, unless the umpire hasn't,
unless he's saying he didn't hear it,
but.
That's why I think the other umpire came in, because he heard it, and he's seen the same thing as what you've seen.
Well, as I said, I had the binoculars out, and Spencer definitely took that mark after the siren sounded.
Yeah, it felt that way down on the ground as well.
Well, let's hope it doesn't decide the game, because we've got a pretty good game at the moment, and Ajax, well, they'll be fuming about that decision, but I think they'll be fuming about that they didn't win the quarter as well, because in the unofficial stats, I had 13-7 inside 50s Ajax way. Which show they had a lot of territory. Their clearance work was a lot better that quarter. If you think back to Nissenbaum and Nick Lewis, the impact they were having early and getting the ball into their forward line, and then we've talked about Cohen a bit. He's got a good match up there. Versus Bowie, that they were just off a little bit that quarter. There wasn't much method to them that quarter versus the first quarter, where they were actually winning. When they were winning contested footy, they were actually able to get some really good method and possession from that sort of stoppage win and get the ball into their forward line when it was open. We can't remember many over the back forward entries for Beaumaris that quarter. So Ajax did really well in that respect. So 20 points, look, it feels like it's Bowie.
It's a big goal right on the toe.
It is. Like 14, you'd probably go, that's probably about right.
Or even 8 if they do dig one the other way. They had a couple of chances late in that term as well, Ajax.
2 very gettable ones.
Yeah. Which I don't think Ajax aren't going to kick another 70 points, are they? So they're going to have to try and really restrict Beaumaris to an 80 or 90 score to have any chance of winning this game. So every goal is important, obviously. But look, I've been really impressed by Ajax and their pressure and that they've been putting on.
Well, during the week, Lachlan Buzzard pointed out that the few games Bowie have had that have been close, or even the 2 losses they've had, they've been inaccurate in front of the sticks, and that was one way that they were hoping they could get the advantage, is to be cleaner in front of the sticks and hope that Bowie beat themselves, essentially. Clearly that's not been the case. If anything, it's gone the other way, because as you said, Kael, Ajax have missed 2 very gettable shots late in that quarter.
I just want to say as well, just one to make note of, after Toby Sheasel went off, they spent about 10 minutes working on him. Did he ever come back on?
No, he didn't. He limped to the rooms just before half-time there, so I'm not sure what the go is there, but I think the boot was back on, so hopefully they're just giving him an extended break at half-time.
Did they tape both ankle and shoulder?
No, it was just the ankle that got the tape.
And you're the most lucky man on earth as well, because right on the stroke of half-time, Harrison, it started bucketing down and you found your way inside.
Yeah, well, I can spot a warm spot when I need to.
Well, we'll send you right back out to find out what's going on with the likes of Sheasel during the half-time break there, Harrison. If you're looking for work to do and things to do, we'll find something for you without a doubt. The goal scorers to this point, Tom Spencer with his 3rd right after the half-time siren, according to the umpires. 2 to Matthew Harms, singles to Jai Florent, Jet Hayter and Ben Sears. For Ajax, 2 each to Jordan Cohen and Joel Parasol. It is half-time here at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. We'll bring you the half-time show over Holmes Glen, major part partner of the VAFA for over 10 years, right after this. But as we go to the main break, it is Beaumaris with a 20-point advantage over Ajax, 8-250 to 4-630. We'll bring you the halftime show in the second half right after this.
Are you looking to grow your business? William Buck are more than just accountants and advisors who can develop strategic growth plans for your business. With over 125 years' experience, William Buck has expertise in navigating through challenging times and has been working closely with the VAFA community, creating positive change for individuals, businesses and community organisations. William Buck's team of specialist advisors work collaboratively, providing you with 360 support. Schedule a complimentary consultation today by visiting williambuck.com.
Hey guys, introducing GYG's $12 chicken mini meal. It's the ultimate value bundle. A mini chicken burrito or bowl, medium Chipotle seasoned fries, and a bottle of water or a soft drink of your choice. It's cheaper than cooking at home. Love ya.
Tickets are now on sale for the William Buck Premier Women's Grand Final Day function at Elsternwick Park on Sunday, September 21. Hear from both coaches pre-game and watch the Premiership decider from the comfort of the function room with finger food and a cash bar. Tickets are just $30, including gate entry, and are available now at the VAFA website.
Tickets are on sale for the William Buck Premier Men's Grand Final Lunch, Friday, September 26 in the function room at Elsternwick Park. Enjoy the biggest day on the amateur footy calendar with the delicious sit-down lunch and hear from the Grand Final coaches ahead of the big game. Tickets are available now at vafa.com.au.
The VAFA's Night of Nights is just around the corner. Join us at the VAFA Awards Night as we celebrate our league best and fairest winners, induct our newest life members and present the Premiership flags. Wednesday, October 8th at the Lakeside Pavilion in Albert Park. Get your tickets now at vafa.com.au.
Listen in to the award-winning VAFA William Buck Premier Men's SEN Match of the Day this Saturday afternoon on SEN's new no-delay streaming product, SEN Stadium. That's VAFA Footy, live with no delay, Saturday from 1:45 p.m. Listen via the app.
Welcome back to Trevor Barker Beach Oval. It is half-time here in the Premier C Grand Final of 2025 between Beaumaris and Ajax. And at half-time, it is the Sharks who hold sway with a 20-point advantage, increasing their lead from 17 points at the first break. They lead 8-250 to Ajax 4-630. Controversial mark on the half-time siren. The subsequent goal from Tom Spencer has secured the 20-point advantage for the Sharks. We debated that heading into the break. But that's where things now stand. Beaumaris with a 20-point lead over Ajax. Matthew Don, Kael Pennuto, Luke Mahoney and Harrison McIlwaine, your commentary crew for this Premier C Grand Final. Gentlemen, as we begin our halftime show for Holmesglen, major partner of the VAFA for over 10 years. Go through the goal scorers to this point for Beaumaris. Tom Spencer with 3. It's his first game since round 9. He kicked 24 goals in his opening 9 games of the season. He's now the leading goal scorer for Beaumaris this season. So he's missed 2/3 of the season, done pretty well to top the charts to this point. 2 to Matthew Harms, who was excellent in that opening term. Singles to Florent, Hayter and Ben Sears. For Ajax, well, they've only got 2 goal scorers to this point. Jordan Cohen and Joel Parasol have each kicked 2 at this stage. They've been lively targets up forward for the Jackers. We said at quarter time, Beaumaris 5-1-31, Ajax 2-2-14 at half time. It was 3 goals, 1 to Beaumaris, 2 goals, 4 in favour of Ajax. So they had their opportunities, did the Jackers, but they've gone from 70 points down at quarter time to 20 down at the main break. Gentlemen, I'll defer specifically to you with this one, Luke Mahoney. Goal of the day, GYG goal of the day. It's sometimes... We struggled to define goal of the day. We had to go, was that a crafty little set shot, or that was a neat little passage of play? No, we're spot for choice today, particularly in that first term. Is there one that you're landing on, or is it a bit too tough to pick?
Well, we had 3 in 5 minutes. we had Harms kick that little right foot banana just near the boundary line. Then we had Cohen coming out through the goal square, picking it up in one, turning on his left, getting smashed put on his butt and putting that through. And then we had Kael's Mount kick an absolute perler himself. That was a bit of a banana job too, wasn't it, Kael? So I think I'm going with Cohen though. I thought Cohen was a ripper. He had to beat about three or four guys through the contest, and then to one step sort of kick around the body. That's the leading one for me at the moment.
Yeah, I was thinking Cohen, and I know that Kael is he's gonna have to declare bias on this one because he's going with Aita no matter what we say.
Yep.
Order on the GYG app today and get rewarded every time you eat GYG. Fast food athletes say yes to GYG. That's our goal of the day thus far. The mark of the day, this might pose a bit more of a challenge for Sharon.
That is a big challenge. I'm trying to rack the brains here as to have we seen any.
Well, we've probably not seen
Cohen again. At least he showed strength, but that was a pretty regulation mark. We haven't had a screamer.
We've got another half to figure this one out as well, though.
I do like to default to cumulative mark of the day, and someone who took some really important marks in the defensive half for Beaumaris was Callum Heath, particularly in the first half of that second term. Relieved pressure a couple of times, but there's been some good marks across the back flank as well from Chasey Wills in the first term as well. So not a real standout mark, but a couple of cumulative marks of the day, which I think can be our leading contenders.
Yeah, and I think Spitz as well. He's another one who's taken a few intercept marks as well for Ajax, number 23. So yeah, that's one I think we've still got open. It's available.
Definitely the number one Australian football brand in the country, and now the footballers that all players want to get their hands on. That is Sharon. If we go around the grounds for skins, we've got the Women's Premier Grand Final going on at Elsternwick Park, and at this point in time, we are 12 minutes into the third term of that one between Old Scotch and Caulfield Grammarians. And after going goalless in the opening term, Scotch have turned things around. 3-6-24 plays 2-4-16 against the Grammarians. So Scotch have got things back on their term and have an 8-point advantage at about the halfway mark of the third term in that one. Skins Compression, the pioneers of sports compression. Of course, yesterday, the men's Premier Division, we had the preliminary final. Old Scotch getting through by the skin of their teeth. The barest of margins, 1 point. Angus Jones with his fifth, and the winner at the end. And I tell you what, I was here last week at Trevor Barker Beach Oval for the semi-final. He kicked 3 goals that day, including 2 in the first term, Angus Jones. He was a 5-starter for them last week, Old Scotch. He's kicked 8 goals in 2 finals.
That's a pretty good effort, isn't it?
Not bad,
that's when they matter the most, you'd be happy to be goalless all year and then kick 8 in 2 weeks in finals, especially the one he kicked with how long to go?
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Will he ever have to buy a beer at the club again?
Oh, well, hang on. He's got 1 more to go.
Yeah.
There's still 1 more to go. Job's not done yet.
Yeah, but I think regardless, the last 2 weeks, he's probably bought himself a year's worth of free beer at the club.
At least a week, I would think. If they get up next week.
Thursday night, you can't drink past. Well, actually, Wednesday night. Wednesday the finals on Fridays.
Exactly, yes, it is.
You know, that's the one thing I've never understood about. Just to switch sports for a second. The one thing I've never understood about golf is if you get a hole in one, you got to buy everyone else around. Like you got to buy everyone else drinks.
You'll never have to do it again.
Probably. So what I'm saying is if you kick the match winner in a game, maybe you just got to buy the team a whole round, or even because I had a situation earlier in the year where I kicked the match winner in a game, and my mates didn't believe me. So maybe that would relieve the confusion, you know.
Well, if we get to Angus Jones on the For the Love of the Game podcast, and I've already put in an early request to get him on, Jason Bennett, Paddy Grinley, and myself, Matthew Donald, get that one wherever you get your podcast, For the Love of the Game podcast. I'll ask him just for you, Kael. So that will mean that Old Brighton and Old Scotch, for the second successive year, will play off in the Premier Men's Grand Final, and that will be, as we said, on Friday Grand Final Eve at Elsternwick Park. That's the place to be on a public holiday. Wouldn't rather be anywhere else. Injury update for Author Sport Victoria. I just want to see Harrison McIlwaine has left the confines of the shelter
warm
here.
Spot somewhere,
warm spot somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, wherever he is. Have we got you, Harrison? No, we don't. That's okay. We'll go to him and see if we can get an injury update a little later on. Obviously, there were a couple of bruised and battered soldiers as at the half-time interval there for both teams. Luke Mahoney, our special comments thanks to Hit IQ. Their game-changing protected concussion management system is in place. If you use VAFA 50 at checkout, you can claim $50 off. That's hitiq.com. What do the Jackers need to do in this second half to erase this deficit? So actually, what we'll do, we'll get to a quick break, and then we will come back to that right after this.
Are you looking to grow your business? William Buck are more than just accountants and advisors who can develop strategic growth plans for your business. With over 125 years' experience, William Buck has expertise in navigating through challenging times and has been working closely with the VAFA community, creating positive change for individuals, businesses and community organisations. William Buck's team of specialist advisors work collaboratively, providing you with 360 support. Schedule a complimentary consultation today by visiting williambuck.com.
Hey guys, introducing GYG's $12 chicken mini meal. It's the ultimate value bundle. A mini chicken burrito or bowl, medium Chipotle seasoned fries, and a bottle of water or a soft drink of your choice. It's cheaper than cooking at home. Love ya.
Tickets are now on sale for the William Buck Premier Women's Grand Final Day function at Elsternwick Park on Sunday, September 21. Hear from both coaches pre-game and watch the Premiership decider from the comfort of the function room with finger food and a cash bar. Tickets are just $30, including gate entry, and are available now at the VAFA website.
Tickets are on sale for the William Buck Premier Men's Grand Final Lunch, Friday, September 26 in the function room at Elsternwick Park. Enjoy the biggest day on the amateur footy calendar with the delicious sit-down lunch and hear from the Grand Final coaches.
Welcome back to Trevor Barker Beach Oval. Start of the second half in this Premier C Grand Final. It is Beaumaris who lead by 50 points. Matthew Donald, Luke Mahoney with me in the coach's box, or commentary box. We'll get to you in a moment, Luke. But to call the start of this second half, here is Kael Pennuto.
Well, the ball is up in the air. Start of the third term with a contentious goal just after the half-time siren. And it extended Beaumaris's margin out to 20, and immediately it gets going their way. Over the top of the football Virtue, but then now, well, we've had a few stoppages of play. We're having a throw. So a throw going against Nicholas Lewis. And it's now going Beaumaris's way through James Taylor, who's just going to pump it long and high inside 50. That's a great set of hands. And this young man has had a very, very good afternoon thus far. And Harms will be lining up for his third of the afternoon to extend the margin to 26 points.
Harrison McIlwaine, we'll go down to you on the boundary line because you've got an injury update for us.
Yeah, just quickly, I did speak to Ajax's team manager at half-time there, and they do expect Sheasel to take further part in this contest, so that's a good sign for them.
Well, a positive for Ajax, but this is a big kick. Harms kicked the first two of the game for the first of the third term to put the margin at 26. It looks good off the boot. It looks great off the boot. Beaumaris at their 9th of the afternoon and extend the margin out to 26 points. 9-2-56 plays 4-6-30. And that is a third quarter scoreboard update with thanks to Altex. Invest in alternative real estate debt. Visit altex.com.au.
Well, free kick there against Lewis was obviously costly in that one. Like we were not in the best position to see if it was a throw or not. But Lewis has been fantastic all day, being in and under. But Harms, dangerous player. He's probably only had 3 kicks and kicked 3. But as we said earlier, he makes the most of it.
Royal got the tap down. The ruck contest. Mihailovic looked to get it out to Taylor, but he slipped at the crucial time. And it'll be the Jackers who win the clearance as a result. Oh, there's Harms again. He applied the tackle. Just getting a hand pass away there was Dubinsky at the last. But it's been locked up once again. This is good pressure from the Sharks, who will force another stoppage in the centre of the ground. 26-point lead is a game high for them. They led by as much as 22 points at one stage in the second term. That now to Lipton. Oh, good fend off from the big fella. Just throws on the left boot up towards the wings. Come off hands of a good spoil there by Pacer, who gave it, got it back, spears it into Spencer. It bounced off his chest. He was lining up for his 4th otherwise. And then a dribble kick was been smothered. Then a hack kick out of the ground. The Jackers just want to clear their lines. Anywhere will do. One-on-one here on the wing. It was a good effort there by Spicer. But the hand passes come out to Taylor, who now goes back in board with one more to Pacer, who goes up towards half forward. Here's Virtue. Looks to find inside 50. The target of True. And on the second grab, he holds onto it. And will line up, taking the mark just inside attacking 50. If he can kick this, start to the second half, it'd be for the Sharks.
Well, it started as well as it can for them in terms of the game it's playing. It's a real open game. Bowie are getting a little bit more time and space to be able to use the footy, and if guys like Virtue get the ball in their hands, they make really good decisions.
25 goals, 19 for the season. True hasn't kicked one today. 16 touches and a goal in the second semi-final win over Parkdale. Kick from right on the paint of 50. It's not going to have the distance. Big pack of flows, bring it around. There's Harms again. It was knocked away from him, though. Now it's come out to Spencer. Dribbles onto Harms, who looks to fend off. He's caught. It comes out to Cusack, who goes instead. Except there's a free kick.
Yeah, holding the footy.
Holding the ball.
Against Harms, is it?
And it'll go to Lipton. No 50, because it was all in the natural flow of play. But it's a goal saved for the Jackers. Lipton to take the free kick at fullback.
50 metres
and
as
he'll
well.
get 50 metres. So
I think it was dissent from Harms, who the umpire pointed to after paying the 50, so not ideal.
So he'll get the free kick at centre half-back instead, Lipton. And looks to fan a kick out to the wing. It's come off hands. Last to get a touch on it there was Matthews, and it's gone out of play, boundary throw in.
Bit of a lull here in the middle of this game. It's been sort of the first half of that second quarter owned by Ajax, and then they nearly won the second quarter, and then Beaumaris with a kick after the half-time siren to put out to 20 and have come out swinging in the third turn. Lipton goes very long, very wide. In fact, it's marked by their 23rd teammate, who is sat about 5 rows deep on the outer wing. And it's out of bounds on the full, and it's going back Beaumaris's way. They lead by 26 to this point in the game, just playing about 5 minutes in the third turn. That's a free kick. A block for sure, and a couple of fans not happy, but Heath, who has had his paw prints all over this game. Spencer inside 50 now, tight ropes the boundary. Instead, it actually goes out of bounds, and the umpire adjudicates it as such. We will have a ball in about 48 metres out from Beaumaris's goal.
Well, Bowie have really uplifted their intensity too this quarter. They've come out breathing fire and been able to get all the territory as a result.
Heath, uncompeted with, then handballed a long handball back inside. Pisa from 48 goes deep inside 50. That's a free kick. Umpire doesn't pay it though. Then over the top of it there was Cusack, and the umpire says holding the footy. I think he was very unlucky there. He got his head taken off at the back end of that marking contest, and then tried to do the follow-up work. The holding the ball was probably there, but and that is, well, tell me footy gods don't exist, because if anything, that's the most equalising thing ever. Sears goes inside 50, wanted Spencer, couldn't get him. Lewis, and now they'll go back the other way through Pike. He's kicked down the line, dangerous. Had a one-on-one though. Good set of hands there. Herzl couldn't mark it though. Now Sears in the phone box to O'Rourke, who slipped a tackle. Snapping kick inside 50. Gets over the back, and Bry's able to take the mark and will repel for Ajax.
Numbers favour the Sharks though. Linehan came in from the side, got hands to it, couldn't complete the mark. Heavy hit off the ball there. The umpire waving play on. There might have been a free kick going the way of the Sharks and all of that as well. And in the end, there will be a free kick going the way of the Sharks.
Very late. That's a very late free kick.
For a hold, O'Rourke gives it to Taylor, who goes with a kick inside 50 for Harms, who couldn't get there. Cusack roved it. Now he's got to sidestep a man. He gets the hand pass away, but only as far as Lipton, who's caught, just gets the kick away. Not too far, though. It's now at half-back and has eventually helped over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Oh, so really dangerous signs here for Ajax at the moment. Bowie have been doing all the attacking. We've got 7 inside 50s to 0 at the moment. But the Ajax backs, to their credit, they're hanging on. They are hanging on.
26-point lead. There's been no score since that early goal to Matthew Harms in this third term. He taps it down. The legs there of Pike. He's got to go in again. Wilson's in there as well. Lewis. Israel did nicely. And then with the left boot goes up the line. Fell short of the marking contest. And then getting clean bowled there. Was unfortunate there was Hendler. And it's won back now by Beaumaris. Kick looking for Spencer. He's in a one-on-one situation. The two sleeved stars going at it. And then Dubinsky, he was taken. Umpire wave play on. They still go in. Now the hand pass eventually did come out. Only as far though as Mihailovic, who goes for goal. And it was never likely to score. Always out to the left. And it's only a behind. 9-4-58 plays 4-6-30 in this third term scoreboard. Third quarter brought to you by Altex. The scoreboard brought to you by William Buck. And in this third term, we've travelled just over 8 minutes.
Well, the umpire calling this one back now. And it'll be Spitz to bring it out of full back here for Ajax. They've got to find a way to get forward at the moment. Down by 27. Spitz has a couple of bounces. Crowd giving it to him with every step. Now goes down the line for Roble. Got both hands to it, did well, and they're off now. Hendler, kicked down the line, measured, got over the head of Halzo, then gets out the back. Siegel was held on to and has won a free kick. 50 metres out from goal, has options streaming towards inside 50, but Beaumaris have covered this well. So Spitz has to wait. Now tries to go short. That kick well cut off. Herzl just found his way into the pocket. Now Spicer has a ping from the pocket to the top of the square. Back with the flight was Vogel. It's off hands and it's through for a minor score. First score of the term there for Ajax. And it gets the margin back to 26 4 7 31 9 3 57. Poised at the moment.
And Bowie have made that change on Cohen. Dyer's now up against Cohen.
So they'll bring the ball back in here. Here is Dyer now. Drives it up towards the wing nearly. Heath got hands to it, was not clear. Then Nissenbaum at the fall of the ball, gets the hand pass away. Heath going in, applying the tackle. And it's gone out of play, boundary throw in. True was the last one to get to it. It'll be between wing and half forward here for the Jackers. Still looking for their first goal this second half. They trail by 26 points on the William Buck scoreboard in this Altex third term. Heath and Roble to contest at the throw in. Roble tapped it forward, then Israel was caught. And it'll be a stoppage right on the half-forward flank now for the Jackers.
One thing, Bowie are looking really well set up behind the footy at the moment. Wilson's been able to get a +1 at the moment. Ajax have sent an extra up to the ball, probably just to try and get a bit more ascendancy around the clearance, because Beaumaris seem to be getting on top, certainly early in this quarter.
Jonty Israel was slow to his feet there, but is eventually up now. Heath, at the second time of asking, belts it forward. Bouncing football. Aaron was caught in a tackle there by Pepper. And eventually locked up, and another ball up.
Yeah, another example there. Bowie are the ones that are sort of putting the pressure on now when Ajax get the footy in their hands in these tight spaces.
Roble just palmed towards the boundary line. Nissenbaum, though, not able to release a teammate, and we will have a boundary throw-in. So we've hit a bit of a lull here, just passing over 10 minutes in the third quarter. Obviously this third quarter, and his scoreboard update, so thanks to Altex. As you mentioned about that spare, they've got a dangerously poised Hayata just sitting at centre half back at the moment with the corridor in his sights. So, do they look that way? They've won themselves a free kick here, though, have Ajax. So, my man is not going to get used in the middle of the ground, but I'm just saying, fastest bloke on the field, you don't want to leave him be. Kick goes inside 50, having to compete with two. Herzl. Bottom of the deck now, trying to come up and win it. Parasol did well, released a handball. A lot of pressure on this football, and in the end, Matthews stands tall and just clings onto the football for dear life. 25 metres out from goal here. Ajax pressing. They need one, and they need one fast. They have runners streaming through. Ball gets to the back. Quick snapping kick from Pike. It was shallow, though, and it's been marked on the goal line. And a reprieve here for the moment as Wills will bring it out of full back and go long and wide, and that's out of bounds of the ball. It's going to come straight back.
Yeah, better 2-3 minutes here from Ajax. They've been able to just move the ball slowly, have a bit more territory and give themselves an opportunity to score.
So Israel goes with a spearing pass inside 50, and Herzl just misread it entirely, and it was easy pickings for Linehan in the back pocket. Linehan then drives it out towards the back flank. And good mark by Roble in front of Cusack, the two number 20s competing in the air, the big fellas. Roble has fought manfully in the ruck today. That's a good intercept mark from him. He's taken a couple of them today. And he goes towards half forward. Nice mark. Israel. In fact, this is Nussbaum, rather. Ellie Nussbaum might just be a bit too far to score. He's going to kick it to the top of the square instead. Cohen got hands to it. Spicer at the fall of the ball, snaps towards goal. Didn't get much of it. It's knocked away, and here's Hayter again. Danger. Run. And in fact, he's got a kick, and he spears that one up the line, and he's going to be penalised for insufficient intent. Well, I don't know.
Skill error, insufficient attempt.
Well, I mean, the argument was that there was a teammate there, and he was trying. It wasn't a great kick off the boot. Dubinsky goes with a kick back inside 50, going back, taking a good mark. It was Logan Siegel. Had eyes only for the football, didn't know what was coming the other way, but never lost sight of what his responsibilities were, and he's got to convert here from a tough angle in the pocket. Hasn't kicked one today, would dearly love to get one now.
I was going to say, Hayata did not like the Ajax crowd giving it to him after that kick. He turned around and gave him a bit of the old come on, but it's a big opportunity here for Ajax to get on the board.
4 goals in this, his 6th game for the season at this level for Logan Siegel. He's got to kick this one. Well, he has, straight into the man on the mark, and the moment has passed for the Jackers. The kick comes out towards the back flank now for the Sharks, and there'll be a whistle and another free kick going the way of Beaumaris. This time to be taken by Joel Cusack, who's going to kick out wide, bouncing football. Sears caught, just got the hand pass away though, and Pacer was helped over the boundary line, and this will be a throw in. Yes, it will.
I've never seen more insufficient intent than some walking themselves out, but that's the game of football for you. A skill error could be insufficient intent, and then someone can walk themselves out of bounds, and it's a fun game. Here's the game of Aussie rules football. Free kick, Beaumaris, and Buzz is not happy. He is not happy on the bench. Grabbing the jumper, he's not happy. That's what the grand final means. And can hear some things through the Combox class that I can't repeat. Long kick down the line. Lipton in front there for Ajax. They're trying to win it. True now. Get it, handball backwards to Sears. Sears goes up in the Spencer direction. Oh, fantastic body work and a great intercept mark. That is a big moment in this game of football. What a mark there. McMicah, who comes into the team and has done a fantastic job there on Spencer, who has been dangerous.
He's under 17 kid too, so that's a fair grab.
That's a huge one-on-one win. Mark of the day for Sharon. We've got our clubhouse leader.
And Hayata's got himself the football about 60 out from goal. He's got a lethal leg on him as well, this kid. Well, don't know if he's on any draft boards, but I can only hope. Long kick to about 30 out from goal. Ball gets to the back, harms the danger man, and it gets out of bounds offhand. So just playing over 15 minutes now. It's still 26-point ball game. Ajax, they're hanging around just.
Yeah.
But 26 points is a long, long way back as it currently stands.
Well, I've only had 1 goal scored this quarter, and so it has been a bit of a fierce battle.
Comes out now to Hayter. His kick was charged down at the last. It was goal bound. Then Aaron tries to take on a tackle, but there'll be a Beaumaris free kick that was found out of all of that. Looks like it might be going to Mihailovic. In fact, no, it's not going to True instead. I didn't see what the free kick was for initially there, Luke Marnie. I'm not sure if you picked it up.
No, I didn't see it either.
So Josh True kicking from about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, to push the lead beyond 5 goals for the Sharks. Comes in now on the right boot, sets the kick on its way, but it was never likely, and it was always off to the right. And only a behind. 9-5 plays 4-7. It's on the William Buck scoreboard in this third term, brought to you by Alt X.
Well, you feel they've got to throw a bit of caution to the wind here, Ajax. Still a quarter and a half to go, but they've got to go, and they've got the corridor here now, an opportunity. Good handle there, Hendler, and they're off. They've done well to get it to this point. Parasol had to wait, delayed the kick. It's a 4-on-1 though, deep. All the pressure on Linehan to mark, and he did as such. Now wants to switch. Now wants Hayata, who's under a lot of pressure. This ball hits the deck, though. It smells trouble. And the little slingshot. And the Pennuto himself, and he's off. Hayata runs past a man. 70 out from goal. Kick inside 50. He's a beauty. Straight down the throat of Cusack. Take a bow, young man. You are a superstar.
Oh, you are up and about when he gets the footy, but it's hard not to be.
Oh, well, it's just the ball hits the jack, and
he puts the jets on, doesn't he?
It's like watching Usain Bolt the last 50 of a 100-metre final. It just puts him to bed. He'd make an incredible racehorse, I'm telling you.
Be a good winger in rugby league too.
Oh, that's some sort of effort. Now, can Cusack finish the play? for the perfect set piece for Beaumaris. Sets sail for goal. He's put it through. Margin out to 33. And maybe the best passage of play you'll see in the grand final.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've got an award for that, but it'd be a fair chance if that was the case. But it all came off the back of, look, Ajax moved the ball really well, but with all their numbers up, they had no one to kick to. I mentioned earlier around Bowie just setting up really well behind the footy. Linehan was the man that marked the ball uncontested in the back 25. He put it out the other way. They were able to go mark, put it out in front of Header. He turned the Jets on, and Cusack finished the end result. So, you know, I think Ajax, I don't know if they want to get in a shootout in that way and make it a fast game. What works for them is when they can get contest, and just surge it from with numbers.
33-point lead now in favour of the Sharks. It is the biggest lead of this grand final. Cohen's been thrown into the middle of the ground. Did well to get the hand pass away to Herzl, who just throws it on the right boot up towards full forward. And there's that man again, Wills. What a strong contested mark again. Lost count of how many intercepts he's racked up today, Wills. But there won't be many who have taken more than him. Kick up out towards the back flank. Taylor got hands to it. Then has to go and apply the tackle on Israel and spins him around a couple of times and locks it up at half forward here for the Jackers.
Yeah, Wilson's certainly been one of their better players today, hasn't he? Intercept marks, he sort of set up the play coming out of the back half.
Heath and Herzl combine, and it's going to be a boundary throw in at the end of that. 33 points the lead. It's 2 goals to none in this term. It's been war of attrition in this third term, but so far it's a war that's been won by Beaumaris. Israel was dispossessed. Herzl, he's caught, and another stoppage. There's been a few of these half forward in this term for Ajax. Herzl got the tap down. There's Jonty Israel, who's taken to ground, and it'll be a ball up in the exact same spot it was 10 seconds ago. So another lull in this game. It's slowed down a little bit now in this third term. That's a good tap there from Heath to Virtue, who puts it out in front of Pepper, who's got to run onto it, but he was pushed off the football. One back here by Ajax. Kick inside, attacking 50. Hayes. Oh, stolen from him by Spicer. How did he manage that? Little Remy Spicer's missed. Oh.
Yeah, he was on the goal spur as well.
I don't know how he managed to manufacture a shot out of that. He very nearly got a goal, but alas, it's just a minor. 4-9 plays 10-4 on the William Buck scoreboard in this third term for Altex.
Well, a flattening moment for all Ajax fans. They had a golden opportunity to get on the scoreboard in this third term and keep in touch. They might have another foray forward again, though. Handball to Israel, taken out of it. Free kick off the football. This kick to the advantage of Vogel at the back. A strong set of hands. And this, you feel, is a certain goal. Top of the square. Oh, no, he's not a fan. He's not a fan.
No, just...
Matthew Donald is not a fan of the commentator's curse. I've said certain goal. Nothing's ever a certainty. And if he does miss this, Matthew Donald, I will eat my words. But on the runway now, Justin Vogel from the proverbial top of the goal square. 15 metres out, directly in front, and it's straight through the middle. And a big goal there for Ajax, their 5th of the game. And they're able to lock it back into a 26-point margin. And they still very much do have a pulse, I do agree. It's a game of football that is just seesawing at the moment. 10-4, 64 Beaumaris, 5-8, 38 Ajax. They have shot themselves in the foot with their efficiency in front of goal. That third quarter scoreboard update thanks to Altex.
Special comments brought to you by Bruce Preston, the back, down on the boundary line. Harrison McIlwaine. Harrison?
Just got an injury report for you, fellas. Unfortunately, my intel at half-time was incorrect. Shees was on crutches with his ankle ice, so won't be taking any further part.
That is a real shame for both Beaumaris and for Toby Sheasel, who's been one of their best so far in 2025, but his day in season is done. Heath got a good ride back in the middle. One down by Lewis, though. Goes on the left boot up towards half forward. Oh, Jonty Israel did everything but take the mark. One by Pacer, who gets the hand pass across. Kick up towards half forward over the head of Pepper. Aaron content to see it trickle over the boundary line for a throw in.
Well, that goal from Ajax, we talked about how the game opens up for Beaumaris, and that's when they look their strength. But they were able to lock it down for like 3 or 4 minutes. You know, all that lull we had, the contest. they'll just be able to surge into the inside 50, and just things can happen for them that way.
So tossed in here at half forward for the Sharks. Roble front spot, tapped it down, stolen though by Florent, who's kept it in play in the end. And he just about got sidestepped Aaron, who did well to strip Florent of the football, and it's gone out of play for a boundary throw in once more. To a 26-point lead in favour of Beaumaris. Roble and Heath both got hands to it at the throw-in. Cleared by Ajax out towards the wing, and there is Vogel again, strong hands. And he looks to waste no time. He loops it into the middle of the ground, and here's a little Remy Spice that they are at. Here's McMarker, who's got it now. He's still a good 2 kicks from home. He's got to wait for numbers to get back. He's going to look to set up kick into the pocket. It's not a good one. It didn't advantage Cohen at all. And drifting in was Callum Linehan, who's taken the intercept mark, and he brings it out to Sears on the back flank.
Sears now right in Ajax territory. They line the fence. They'll be letting him know about it. He goes down the line, a big fist from the back. They've done well to contain this at the moment. Taylor happy to keep it in. Probably inadvertently should have let it go out, because in the end he has put it 5 rows deep. The wind has picked up here. It's a nice swirl. Harrison down on the boundary, if we have you. Is it favouring an end of such, or is it just more a swirl?
No, it's just more a swirl. There's no real advantage to speak of now.
Well, the ball goes long down the line. Ajax trying to get it going forward. Ball in the hands here of Spicer. Little floating ball. Don't know if it went 15. The umpire agrees. Oh, well, you're saying touched Matthew Donald, and I prefer to disagree. I just didn't think he'd go with 15. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Might have been both. But I thought there was a deflection off the boot.
It is a boundary throw-in regardless. About 55 metres out from Ajax's goal, and the 2 rucks. Which Callum Heath, by the way, has had a phenomenal day. It's him and Roble. Heath tried to take it out of the ruck. Spicer, he's been electric in this game of football. And in over the top of it now, wrapped up. Umpire says ball up. I feel for Remy Spicer that it's just, if a couple of moments had gone his way in little passages of the game, he'd be in best on ground conversation. Ball back in dispute. Faida, he's the danger man. Oh, look at the pickup. Kept it in play. The Ajax crowd loves to let him know about it.
The other under 17 boy.
Well, Faida, he's a good sport about it. Had a smile on his face, lets it all unplay as McMarker goes long inside 50 to the top of the square. Didn't advantage any of his forwards for the ball. It was Cohen who went to soccer it off the deck. That might be a goal! It is a goal! In and underneath all that, it is a goal to Jonty Israel, who has somehow socketed off the deck. And this game is very much far from over, because Ajax have kicked the last 2, and it's back where it was at half-time at a 20-point margin.
Well, there's nothing flash to it, was there? It's just get the ball forward, ball hits the deck, things like that can happen. And
contrary to this game of football as well, nothing flash, you know? this game has had everything and more in terms of flashiness, and that's just the old scrappy football play. Just kick it off the deck, gain territory and get a goal.
So they've broken even to this point in the term of Ajax. Can they eat into the deficit? It'll be the clearance one here by Beaumaris up towards half forward. Harms having to play from behind. McMaster tried to crash through. Dubinsky got a hand pass away, and it's come out once more for the Jackals, and they'll get it towards half forward at least. The ball will hit the deck. Here's Remy Spicer. Although he wasn't able to get the football, he might get another opportunity here. He was pushed over and will get the free kick. So Remy Spicer started to get involved.
Yeah. Ajax back on top in clearance the last 5 minutes, and that's why they're getting a fair bit of territory from it.
Sort of the inverse of what we saw in the second term, where Ajax were on top, but it was Beaumaris who won the quarter. This time it's Beaumaris who've been on top, but Ajax are making it count on the scoreboard with their opportunities. Linehan knocks that one away, though, from Spitz, who's been thrown forward. They'll go out for a play for a boundary throw on the half-forward flank.
It's really hard to take in the gravity of the crowd that we have. There'd probably be a couple of thousand people here to watch this game, and you can hear the energy of both sides of the ground, one being Beaumaris, one being Ajax.
Roble looks to flick it back, looking for Lewis. Trying to charge through there was McMarker. And then another tackle by Lewis has locked things up. Yes, wherever you are, tuning in around the world, and there'll be people tuning in globally for this one.
Beaumaris have now evened up the numbers. They've sort of been having the one drop off while Ajax had one up at the clearance, but now they've looked like they've evened it up. So I say that Wilts is running out.
Roble got the hand pass away, and then, well, there was Witts who read it better off the hands of Nissenbaum. Kick up towards the forward flank. Now the race is on. Florent and Dubinsky both overran it. They've got to go back and retrieve it. Dubinsky was clever. Got it to Israel, who goes with the outside of the boot to nobody. The only one who was near it was Johns. He's going to send it back inside attacking 50. Cusack came out to meet it, got underneath the ball, and then Aaron happy to just let it go over the boundary line for a throw-in inside attacking 50 for the Sharks.
Well, I think you've said it how many times? The next goal is quite important. Well, we say it
is again.
Are we now?
It's always important.
20 points again, 28-minute mark.
Well, footy commentating is full of cliches. That, I think, is every commentator's favourite one. Ball back up in dispute. Ajax just trying to get behind this stoppage and not allow a free shot at goal here for Beaumaris. They've done all the work to get it back to 20 points, and you feel the energy has shifted as such. Roble, that could have been a free kick against Heath. He just decked him to the ground. Now Johns.
And I always say,
good tackle.
with comebacks, 3 is the magic number. Once you get 3 goals in a row, then the comeback's officially on.
Well, they've got an opportunity to do it just here. Nissenbaum tried to go through the middle of the contest. Picked up there by Mihalovic, and he is ripped to the deck.
Well, we haven't had 3 goals in a row by any team today.
There you go.
There you go.
It's a great stat. Well, let's see if Ajax can buck the trend. Heath did the groundwork, the ruckman, handball inside to Pisa. Couldn't get away. And a good tackle there, and we will have another ball up. It's been a delicately poised last minute and a half, just in Beaumaris' attacking half. Who can rip it open? Great set of hands there from Harms.
It's on the ball.
That is holding the football. Held the hands up to try to give a handball. Didn't release it, though, which I feel was an error in judgment there from Harms, who's had a very good afternoon as such. And now they're on the move. Dangerous kick. Israel set a tall task. Did good work on the ground, though, as well, did Israel. And then's laid on top of, and we will have a ball up.
So neutral territory on the wing, far side of the ground. 20-point lead for the Sharks. Heath got the tap down. And there'll be another ball up at the end of all of that. 10-4 play, 6-8 this third term, brought to you by AltX. Invest in alternative real estate debt. That's visit altx.com.au. And there'll be a whistle from the free kick, and it's going the way of the Jackers. So they'll be able to get this football at least a half forward, you would think.
They've got to go fast, though. Over 31 minutes gone.
The Seagull, well, on cue, Kael Pennuto boots it towards half forward as the siren sounded. Umpire's definitely not paying that mark. 3/4 time at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. And it is Beaumaris who holds sway as we turn for home in the final quarter of Premier C football for 2025. Beaumaris 10-4-64. Ajax 6-8-44. Honours even in that third term. We are as we were at half time. Matthew Don, Kael Pennuto, Harrison McIlwaine down to the boundary. And Luke Mahoney, your brief thoughts before we break for 3/4 time.
Well, you were spot on. We started at 20, we finished at 20. And here's another cliche for you. That was a quarter of 2 halves. Beaumaris was certainly on top in the first 15. But then Ajax, to their credit, they're hanging in there. They got the game back on their terms. They forced contests. They just sort of got another 10 metres, got in their forward line, and things can happen. With the 2 goals they got, they weren't flashy, as we've said, but they were opportunities that they took the most of. So they've given themselves a chance. That's the way they're going to win. They're not going to win going 100 miles an hour against Beaumaris, because Beaumaris are too skillful and they'll hurt you the other way. So Ajax just need to get territory by just doing that, playing exactly the way they can.
And while we're on the topic, no one able to take a decisive break in the premiership quarter of this premiership match. But it's a 20-point lead for Beaumaris. They'll have the advantage as we turn for home. The goal scorers to this point, Tom Spencer and Matthew Harms with 3, singles to Florent, Cusack, Haita and Sears for Beaumaris. For Ajax, 2 each to Jordan Cohen and Joel Parasol. Singles to Jonty Israel and Justin Vogel. 3/4 time here at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. Who will win the Premier C Premiership in 2025? Will it be Beaumaris or Ajax? Find out right after this.
Hey guys, introducing GYG's $12 chicken mini meal. It's the ultimate value bundle. a mini chicken burrito or bowl, medium Chipotle seasoned fries, and a bottle of water or a soft drink of your choice. It's cheaper than cooking at home. Love ya.
The VAFA's Night of Nights is just around the corner. Join us at the VAFA Awards Night as we celebrate our league best and fairest winners, induct our newest life members, and present the Premiership flags. Wednesday, October 8 at Lakeside Pavilion in Albert Park. Get your tickets now at vafa.com.au.
Are you looking to grow your business? William Buck are more than just accountants and advisors who can develop strategic growth plans for your business. With over 125 years' experience, William Buck has expertise in navigating through challenging times and has been working closely with the VAFA community, creating positive change for individuals, businesses and community organisations. William Buck's team of specialist advisors work collaboratively, providing you with 360 support. Schedule a complimentary consultation today by visiting williambuck.com.
Tickets are on sale now for the William Buck Premier Men's Grand Final Day function. Friday, September 26 in the function room at Elsternwick Park. Enjoy the biggest day on the amateur footy calendar with a delicious sit-down lunch and hear from the grand final coaches ahead of the big match. Tickets are available now at vafa.com.au.
Listen in to the award-winning VAFA William Buck Premier Men's SEN Match of the Day this Saturday afternoon on SEN's new no-delay streaming product, SEN Stadium. That's VAFA Footy, live with no delay, Saturday from 1:45 p.m. Listen via the app.
Three-quarter time in the Premier C Division Grand Final for 2025 at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. It is Beaumaris who led by 20 points at halftime, and that's where we remain at the final change. 10-4-64 they lead AJAX, 6-8-44. We'll head down boundary side now. Josh Burke, the coach of Beaumaris, is addressing his charges for the last time in 2025.
We know scenarios so well. Show that maturity. Yeah. So if we need to repeat stoppage, we lock, we commit to taking those tackles, repeat stoppage. Then when we've got to be calm with the ball, let's be balanced, let's wait, look for chop, look for those numbers. All right? And play smart. We are really good at scenarios. Let's go. We're also the fittest. Come on, let's go. Come on. Just as we were, JC, still with Nissenbaum. Great job. Put him in your pocket. If we need to drop one back, Benny goes back. Puss comes up to the wing. We get that, and we're trying to free Wilsey up. Come on.
So a special thank you to Josh Burke and of Beaumaris for allowing us insight into their three-quarter time huddle, and apologies if any profanities did get through there at the end. It's his last address to the players for 2025. They're 1 quarter away from the premiership, and we'll head back down there now because Harrison does have Josh Burke with him, the coach of Beaumaris.
Berkey, what have you got to do to make sure you lift the cup in 30 minutes' time?
Control the contest. I thought they got us around stoppage a bit late, and then from there we're able to set up some momentum. So I think all about stoppage and contest. I think if we can get back on top like we were start of the third, that's going to be really hard. And just set the game up in our half. We'd like the breezes come back up.
Good luck, mate. I'll see you after.
Thank you for that, Harrison, and thank you for Josh Burke as well. Matthew Don, Kael Pennuto here in the commentary box. Luke Mahoney, we heard from Josh what Beaumaris have to do to win this game. What have AJAX got to do in this last term?
Well, do the opposite to what Josh just said would help.
Good answer.
But he was spot on. He's in the second half. AJAX got on top of the contest. They controlled it. They got territory out of it, and they got scoring opportunities. And so Beaumaris, in the first 15 minutes, were certainly winning that contest through the likes of Taylor and Virtue. So, you know, big Cal Heath in there needs to give them a bit more silver service through there, and they should be lifting the cup. Like, Bowie probably only need to kick 1 or 2 goals, I would think. Ajax kick 6, so at the moment they're going to kick 4 at least. Bowie kick 1 or 2. We do our maths here. They're going to kick 6 for the game, and they've only kicked 6 so far.
So you're back in the Sharks?
So I'm back in the Sharks at this stage. They seem to be in the prime position, but one goal early, 2 goals early,
yeah.
Pressure starts to build. Who knows? But look, I'll be back in Bowie in from this spot.
Funny things can happen at this time of year. I'm still waiting for spectators to make their way off the ground. All the players are ready to go. They're in position to start this final term. Beaumaris kicking to the right of your radio dial for the last time in 2025. Ajax to your left. If you are listening in on the SEN app, if you're watching on VAFA TV, Beaumaris to the right of your screen. Ajax to the left. I think all the spectators, no, they're not. We're still waiting the left forward pocket here on the left of your screen.
There's small gates to fit out of, and you've got to fit
a real
lot of people through.
Situation.
And there's a big crowd here, isn't there?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot. I reckon there'd be a couple thousand easily, to be honest. It's, there's a lot of Ajax supporters. They've come in droves to see this team in a grand final. But Beaumaris have got a good crowd in too, and they sort of fill the little grandstand that we have here as well. So it's a beautiful football precinct, and it's great that they've packed it out today, despite the weather as well, which was spraying down sideways at three-quarter time.
Yeah, we've done well to avoid the rain. It's fallen down when there hasn't been any football throughout the course of most of the afternoon. We've been rather fortunate. Here we go, the final term of the season. Beaumaris with a 20-point advantage. Here's Kael Pennuto.
Well, two rucks go at it again. Roble, that's a very good tap. And here go Ajax. They need to get goals, they need to get them fast. Boot to ball there from Parasol. Goes up inside 50. Lot of pressure on Beaumaris here. Little bit of a spin there from Cohen. Had a one-on-one at the top of the square. Ball gets to the back. They're harassing the carrier early. Herzl done well. Disrupted the attempt at a kick. Umpire lets them play. And it gets over the boundary line. Thought it could have been holding the football. So did all the Ajax players. You just feel already, first 30 seconds, they've set the tone immediately. Like the start of the second quarter, they come out. They put the foot down and they try to kick a couple of goals. If they can do that, you just feel maybe the first one or two get within a couple of kicks, and Beaumaris might get a little bit nervous. At the back of that Parasol, done well. Had a teammate, gave it off. Israel runs to 50. Snapping shot at goal. Was dumped off the football. Doesn't matter anyway. Oh, it actually does. I thought Herzl marked it at the top of the square, but it'll be a free kick. About 5 metres out on a 45-degree angle. This is a big, big start for Ajax.
They won the first two stoppages. So,
well, they're an elite clearance side.
Yep.
Best in the competition for a reason, so that's their strength. Win it at the source, give themselves first use. Herzl in the pocket. Oh, it's offline. Just to the right-hand side, just hooked the ball. And it's a minus score for Ajax. 10-4-64, playing 6-9-45.
So Dyer to take the kick in. It's a let-off there for the Sharks. Huge one. Ajax would have loved an early goal in this last term. Dyer's run a long way and has kicked it a lot longer. Oh, a good fly from Heath over the top. Barely got off the ground in the end, just used the long arms. And that was a good grab from him. Mark of the day contender for Sherrod. Might be on the podium, but doesn't have a great deal of competition throughout the course of the day. He's taken some good marks, though. He's been a good aerialist. That kick comes back to Wills. Speaking of good aerialists. And he's going to want to switch it. He does so by hand initially to Dyer, who's got Hayes and finds him by foot. So just happy to take the sting out of this final term in the opening few minutes. They've got a 19-point advantage. That kick short to Dyer once more. Cohen called to come back on the mark, and Dyer's going to go with a short kick to Mihailovic. So no one actually gone very far, but they've taken a minute off the clock here, and they've still got the football, and have done so reasonably safety. Mihailovic, long kick down the line, off hands. Virtue at the fall of the ball. He couldn't gather it cleanly. It's squeezed out the back for Taylor, who kicks to Spencer, who's in a one-on-one. He got hands to it. He couldn't complete the mark. Now the cavalry arrive. Lipton takes him in a strong tackle. And it's going to be a ball up inside, attacking 50 for the Sharks. A couple of minutes gone here in this final term for Community TV, the VAFA's official streaming partner.
Ball back in dispute here. And that could be insufficient attempt. Well, it stays in. Virtue. And now that's out of bounds on the fall. The umpire there on the scene has said it's a throw in, and then now says it's out of bounds on the fall. Bit of confusion, and there we go. And the crowd expressed their dislike, but it's going the way here of Beaumaris. Riley Virtue just popped a shallow one over the top to McMaster. About 55 metres out from goal.
I'm hearing some displeasure from some Ajax fans just beneath us now as McMaster sets it up to a dangerous spot. 15 out from goal. Spencer! Juggle! Umpire said play on! And now they've realised, and it'll be a ball up. I thought he marked it. I don't understand the contested mark.
Unless Roble touched it first.
Yeah, well, they must have both got hands at the same time.
Oh, look, I've never understood it. Anyway, ball goes back in dispute. Snapping shot at goal in the last line. A great intercept mark there, and Ajax have a chance to go back the other way. And they'll put it down the line here. It's dangerous for Spitz. Great mark out the back. And Hayes, well, it's 50 metres. This will be a certain goal. And this is not what you need. Down 19, and it's on after as well.
They just want to be careful, Beaumaris. Don't want to reverse this because they've got a likely goal coming up. Want to make certainty of it.
So, looks to be Hayes here who will have the kick. Will make it an absolute certainty, you'd feel. I've just used your cardinal sin 3 times in a row.
He's a backman too.
Well, the rain is coming down ever so slightly. But this is a massive kick in the context. Would basically effectively mean Ajax has to kick 5 to get over the top. 4 goals 1 or 4 goals 2 if you want to be specific to get in front. But this is the biggest kick in the context of the game. Over 5 minutes, final term. Premier C Grand Final. Hayes from 25 out. He's put it through. And they get to him. The Saltner goal, end of the ground. The terrace that he's built there goes up in a rapturous applause, and 75% of the players on the ground get to him. Maybe the biggest goal of the afternoon, and it comes courtesy of a 50-metre penalty.
Yeah, well, you're 20 points down, 3/4 time. You want to kick the first goal, and they had their chance, didn't they, Ajax? The first couple of minutes, they had the ball in their 50, a couple of shots on goal, and missed those. And Bowie were able to get out of their back line too easy and have their own shot on goal.
So Roble and Heath. Roble tapped it down to Nissenbaum, who was caught by Virtue without the football. Umpire wave play on, and then Virtue receives it, sweeps the hand pass away, and then a kick in towards 50 to True. Got it from Sears, who's marked on the paint. He wheels and goes. He drives along towards full forward. Cusack! No! It bounced out of his hands at the last. And it's still play on according to the umpire, and now he's going to lock things up. In fact, no, it'll be a free kick in the end to... It'll be going the way... Hang on, now what's going on here? It's gone...
You let it go. You let it go. Play on.
Out of play. Out for a boundary throw. We'll head down to the boundary line now. Harrison McIlwaine is down there. Harrison? Yes, we've heard all about them today, Harrison. Thank you for that. Heath punches that up towards the pocket. Harms is there. He's already kicked 3. Couldn't get the football this time. It's gone out of play. Boundary throw in once more.
Well, you spot on about the passionate fans. Despite a box and glass between us and them, you can definitely hear them. And there's been some colourful things said throughout the afternoon, but that's just the passion of the sport. The 220s go at it. It's Roble and also Cusack, and they're trying to get it going their way now. Ajax Spicer throws on the boot, but they're well set up behind the football here by Morris to get it going back forward. Dangerous kick, hung in the air a while, but Florent, good set of hands. Has my man Hayata out wide, instead decides to go more direct. Wanted his teammate there, Mihalovic. They're still in hot pursuit of the football, and they get it over the boundary line. And well, Beaumaris, they're in a great part of the world, right near, obviously. Well, their ground's situated in the Hampton area. They're in a great part of the world, obviously, in terms of Victoria. Beautiful beachside town, and a lot of great people. One of my best mates is from Beaumaris. So that should be a free kick after the fact, but unlucky for True, who was given a bit of extras after the play. And And we will have a boundary throw-in right on 50 here for Beaumaris.
Round the grounds for Skins, the Pioneers of Sport Compression in the Premier Women's Grand Final. Scotch have held on to win by 5 points over Caulfield Grammarians. So the women's winning back-to-back premierships for them. I'll look to see if their men's counterpart can do the same next Friday on Grand Final Eve. Meanwhile, ball in dispute here in the middle of the ground. They'll be locked up for a ball up. So 4-9 to 4-4 in the end was the final score.
We talk about the powerfulness of some of these VAFA clubs. Old Scotch, obviously, and the women's have won back-to-back. And before them, it was St Kevin's who had won 3 in a row.
Heath punches it forward, running it onto it there as O'Rourke is caught. A great tackle by Davis. That should be holding the ball, and it's been duly paid. Good tackle there by Hutch Davis. At halfback for the Jackers. He's got Lewis on short. Licks to go longer instead. Roble will be the target. Came off hands. Punch forward there by Hayes and slack back intelligently. And here's Hayter again. He's got room to move. He drives it long to Spencer, who's 1 out. And he got hands to it. It's fallen for Cusack. The big fella roves. The big fella goes. And now it's party time for the Sharks. Joel Cusack gets in on the act. The small fella doing the aerial work, the big fella doing the little fella's work. They switched roles, but they've combined beautifully. And that could just about be all she wrote here at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. 12-4-76 Beaumaris. AJAX 6-9-45. The final quarter scoreboard. William Buck, the final turn brought to you by Community TV. And we've just ticked over 10.5 minutes gone in at Luke Mahoney.
Well, it's going to be difficult from here, isn't it? 10 minutes in and they're 30, what is it now, 31, so it'll be really hard for Ajax to be able to get over the top. It was Bowie getting on top of the clearance there, getting to Kael's man Hayata's hands, taking off and kicking it to forwards one-on-one.
He might not have had a lot of the football, Hayata. He's probably only had about 10 touches, but he's been incredible. Look at the burst from Cohen into the middle of the ground and straight to the action. It bounces end on end, just to the right of the right-hand side of the goals there. That would have been probably the goal of the day thanks to GYG, but unfortunately for him, it's just trickled off to the right, but a great effort there, and they're trying to try something now. Ajax sits at an even 30 points, 12-4-76, 6-10-46.
So Dyer now, the kick in. He runs his full measure once more, drives it out towards the back flank. Roble and Heath combining. And then Handler with the tail. That's been a great duel today, that one, Roble v Heath. They both had their moments.
Oh, yeah, pretty even. Pretty even, we thought. They both played a good role behind the footy. They've both been able to probably have even number of hit-outs. Heath, I'll give it to Heath slightly, though, I think. A couple of those marks in the second quarter in particular.
And he wins this duel via a free kick as well, and the kicks are true into the middle. It's an absolute beauty, and he wastes no time. The hand pass was a little untidy, but still enough time and space for Beaumaris to work it out. Kicks fanned out now towards Sears on the wing. Now there's a whistle, another one.
Downfield free.
This is going to be a downfield free kick in the forward line. It's going to go to Cusack for a hold against Lipton. So Cusack, who had a very quiet first half, now lining up for goal number 3.
I think it's his third of the term. If he puts it through, I think he's kicked the first 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Hayes kicked the first.
Oh, there you go. I'm incorrect.
Cusack kicked the other one in the third quarter. Yeah.
Good second half.
So for his second in a row here, Joel Cusack. Looking for goal number 29 of the season. On the right boot, we're right behind the kick. It looks good in flight. It's hooked across the face, though, and eventually helped over the line for a behind. 12-5. Their goal kicking's been pretty reasonable today in conditions that have posed challenges at times. AJAX 6-10-46. It's a 39-point lead now to the 29-point lead, rather, now.
Well, it got a bit dicey from the kick in, and that good kick there from Wills, and he's found a teammate inside forward 50, and Beaumaris immediately will have another shot on goal. I just want to say there on Cusack, he looked like he was up and about straight off the bird. He was ready to celebrate, and then maybe that little swell of wind just took it the last sort of 15 or so metres and pushed it across the left. This is a big kick, though, in the context of the game. Mihalovic, it looks to be, will kick from about 48 metres out. It's a very long approach. It's like the old Ben Brown approach. He's gone back about 30 metres. Now approaches, plays on from 48 to slashing kick. Doesn't have the distance. Ball gets to the back, and it's rushed over the line there for a minor score. So pushes the margin out now to 12-6, 78, 6-10, 46. It's 32 points. We play through 13 minutes in the final term, with thanks to our people at Community TV.
Long kick comes in. Heath was in best position. Roble did well to bring the ball to ground. Mihailovic was looking for the hand pass received. Didn't quite find him. Now it's in dispute here at the wing. Hand pass comes back now. It's Wills, and it's Heath Hayeta once again. What's he going to do this time? He chooses not to take on his man in terms. He clips it up towards half forward. It was a good effort looking for Taylor, but getting across, doing well defensively there was Hutch Davis. He made sure that the contest was killed.
Can we find out if this kid is on draft boards? Because I'm genuinely serious he should be. He might not have had a lot of football, but he's just been electric.
Low possession, high impact, I think.
That's what it's just so impressive what he does with the football when he has it.
He certainly harbours no fear of taking the game on. Flick back into the centre of the ground. Well done there by Pike, who kept it moving forward. That is a good tackle from Taylor. Went unrewarded, though, because the umpire waved play on, and now he calls for a ball up at centre-half back for the Jackers.
Well, I think the only way Ajax is going to win going like that, they're just going to go like the Clappers now. Like, it's not what the game style they're used to, but they're just going to take the game on.
They need 6 goals in what would have to be about 15 minutes. Siegel bounced off his chest, went and applied the tackle. The hand pass has been turned over, though, and now Rebby Spice is going to get on the end of it. Held up. He's got to come back over his mark. Allows the Sharks to flood players back inside their defensive 50. Looking for Vogel. Brought it to ground. Now roving it there is Jonty Israel. Gets past 1, gets past 2. Hand passes it back to Spicer, who goes with a kick inside 50. And coming out to meet it there is Noah Spitz with a good pair of hands. And if there any hope, Luke Mahoney, this has just got to go through.
Yep. And they kept the ball alive there, didn't they? They were just got it forward, got it quick, got in quick, kicked it to advantage. That Israel, geez, he's a bit of a talent too. We're talking about young kids on draft boards. Israel's in year 12 at Harbury, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, he's been very lively, particularly after half-time. Noah Spitz, just 3 goals, 3 in his 14 games this season. Comes in now, he has to kick this, he's got to make it 4, and he does just that. It brings about but a pulse for the Jackers. They still need 5 more in about 12 or 13 minutes of football, and it's come through an unlikely source, but it's come through one nonetheless. Noah Spitz with his 4th goal of the season, 7-10-52, Ajax Beaumaris, 12-6-78. It's back to 26 points, 16 and a half gone on the scoreboard for William Buck in this 4th quarter, brought to you by Community TV.
Yeah, so Lockie Buzzard throwing the magnets around and puts Spitz forward. Oh no, and now he's running back to full back. So he's doing a bit of a Mac Andrew roll.
Yeah, maybe it was just the little impact play there. Get him up there for 45 seconds or so. Oh, good tackle there on Israel, and it is holding the football. Just want to say on Jonty Israel as well, you said year 12 Hale Abrias, it's a downfield free kick, 50-metre penalty. And these could put pay to any chances of a comeback. Mihailovic will have a pretty easy set shot. There's no such thing as easy in the sport of AFL, but this is about 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. And a pretty nice opportunity here for Riley to put it through. Could be the goal that seals the premiership for Beaumaris. And it's a Sunday night, but they'll probably be partying tonight. Mihailovic has... Oh, he's missed. Well...
Pulse?
It's going at about 3 beats per minute, but it is there.
Right.
We're
finding the defib at the moment.
It's weak and fading, but it is there.
Ajax survived just a little longer. Stolen, though, by Virtue. Loops the hand pass away to Florin. He can shut the gate. Gets away from Aaron. Drives it towards goal. Into the post.
What are we at now?
2.5 beats a minute. It's another minor score. Beaumaris doing it in singles. But Ajax get the ball back at fullback.
Well, what can they do from this kick in? They need to get it going now. This kick, that's a very good kick in the end, actually. And Lipton in from the side, able to take the mark. I mean, it looks corridor. That is the most dangerous kick possible, but it's going to work out. They've got to go now, though. You can't stop here. Half back, they've got to go. Kick into the middle of the ground does work. They're inching their way forward. We're about to tick over 19 minutes. They need to find 5 goals. And a wide kick there from Dubinsky. Now they've got a bit of flowing run. Davis down inside 50. Parasol at the back. A good mark in front, though, from Wills.
He's played a great game.
Has been fantastic for Beaumaris. And takes all the sting out of it, which Ajax were trying to put in. Now Wills goes down the line. It's a good kick. And it's a mark in the middle of the ground. So Beaumaris playing the tempo perfectly right. Good kick now off the boot from Pepper. Wider to Spencer, who has thrown his name up for best on ground contention today. Has been fantastic. Now Spencer goes into the pocket. It's a little bit wide. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Well, I don't think Josh would be too displeased about that, though. They took another minute and a half off the clock, and that was good recognition of the situation. Just being able to go, hey, we don't need to kick goals. We just hold the footy for as long as possible. Ajax got to kick 5 in what, 10, 11 minutes.
28 points is the lead. Toss back in. It's grabbed out of the ruck there by Cusack. Swings it around towards full forward. Bouncing footy. Lipton had a bit of a fumble. He was held there by Harms, and the umpire saw the triangle.
Oh, that's 50.
He's
Has
been
to be.
dealt with afterwards as well.
Has to be
It's
50.
Not going to be 50.
Oh.
It'll just be a free kick instead. It's going to be driven long up the wing. It's gone through everybody. It's come out the back, and Ajax have the numbers here. Here's Lipton again. That obviously wasn't even getting the free kick earlier. Parasol goes with a kick in towards the forward pocket. Cohen was there, knocked away from him by Dyer. Out of play for a boundary throw-in. Left forward pocket for the Jackers. We trail by 28 points now. This final term brought to you by Community TV. And nearly 21 minutes gone on the William Buck clock in this final term.
Well, if ever need a forward stoppage goal, this is it right now.
This is the time. Toss back in. Heath, as the ruck just tapped it straight to Siegel, who snaps. It won't go through for a score initially, and eventually it is escorted over the line for a behind. 27 points now. Not a handy point alert just yet, gents. 7-11 plays, 12-8, 21 gone, final turn.
Well, the handy point is still a very, very long way away. They need 5 handy goals first if we start getting to handy point territory. But this game firmly in Beaumaris is keeping it field. We're about to tick over the 22-minute mark. They lead by 27. Good mark there, though. And that kick is dangerous in the middle of the ground. Doesn't sit very well, but Pepper played it beautifully. Now Spencer, his handball just a bit poor. And now Dubinsky, good handball. And Israel goes inside 50. Vogel, surely a chop of the arms. They are appealing for it down there at the Ajax end of the ground, but much to the disagreement. And it'll be a boundary throw in here. We got to start thinking about best on ground contenders today. We'll find out within the next 25 minutes who it will be. Before then, though, we've still got some football to be played, and Beaumaris as ferocious as ever around the contest, trying to go through his Israel. Not to be, though, and we will have a ball up.
It's going to be a tough one, that, because it's been a really good team performance today from the Sharks.
Yeah, it has. Wilts is one that stands out to me a little bit.
Well, they're appealing for ball, and the umpire just happy to let them play. There's not much urgency at the moment on this Ajax bench. I'm just looking at the moment, and the runner's going out to send a message, but there's no drastic moves or anything being changed. They're just trying to bust down the dam wall at the moment to the tune of 5 goals in the space of 10 minutes, and the umpire's called a stop to this one again, but it's just off to the side of the goal square for Ajax. They're attacking into the ground, far right pocket of the ground. Great tackle. So they're still being ferocious to the carry. It was Lewis who was in and underneath all that for Ajax.
And Bowie have got 15 players in the Ajax forward line at the moment. They're recognising the situation. This is exactly what they want. Just keep getting stoppages after stoppages, wasting time.
So right up against the behind post when the umpire tosses it back in. Heath looks to flick it back in towards a central location. Cohen trying to take on the world. Gets the hand pass away. And then a flying shot at goal from Nissenbaum. Oh, there's gone close. No mark taken. Oh, what's going on here? There's a free kick going the way of the Jackers. They'll get it right on the goal line.
Got to go quickly, though.
It'll be Hendler who takes it. It's a man who's only kicked 2 goals for the season, so they're throwing everyone forward at the moment.
Well, a quick routine, get through it, kick the goal.
Opens up the face, snaps into the post.
How many posters we had today?
By my count, that's 3 at least. It's a behind when behinds won't be enough. Only goals will do for the Jackers.
Cohen's coming off and looks sore.
That's a wind out of the sail sort of moment, that one. Had a massive opportunity there just to give him a 4 beats per minute type of heartbeat, but it's looking like a Beaumaris premiership for them as Heath goes down the line. It is, Cusack had a fair piece of that one and tried to get it out to a teammate. They're now going to get it going forward again. McMaster down the line, great kick to Taylor. It was a bullet. Taylor inside 50, wants Spencer. Hung in the air, through the hands there of Virtue. Ajax still holding up despite the scoreboard. Look at that contest, a train wreck. Hendler and Wills came full speed ahead at each other, and it is on.
What a great contest it was. 2 guys just running at the footy. Well, that's what you love to see at this point of the game. And that's credit to Ajax too. You know, it's 25-minute mark there.
Well, Wills has won himself a free kick after all that, and down still is Hendler just grabbing the leg, and he's in a bit of a bad way. Could be cramp. In the meantime, Beaumaris have another foray forward. Backman goes long. Look at the fly from the back. I think it was Spitz there who got up, and he's hurt himself at the back end of this. And he's it's not what you want to see. Oh, it doesn't look good. The 2 trainers are coming out and the players are sort of walking away, and there's a couple of...
if he just cramp it.
Well, it looked like he was grabbing at his sort of calf to shin, and he's got a little bit of weight on it. Ball go back up, though. Cusack does the ruck duty and then turn tackler. It's coming right the way of the injured play here. They've blown it dead just due to that simple fact. So...
Well, he's got to, I mean, in this situation, you can't have the trainer just standing there. You've got to be getting him off the ground.
I was going to say, thank God they blew it dead, because Haeta had the football, and danger was brewing for Ajax, so they should consider that a win.
Kael Pennuto, he was getting a little bit excited. And there's a bit going on in the goal square here as well. Sorry, Kael. Well, the umpire tosses it back up. Hand pass.
It's on.
Looking for Aaron. It's still going.
It is
on.
You
call the fight, I'll call the footy. Applying the tackle there was Pike, who locks things up. And it'll be a ball up. Meanwhile, at half-back, what's going on the full forward there, Carl?
Well, there's been a referee stoppage in the second round due to please stop fighting this game of footy on.
Heath got the hand pass there, comes out to Aaron, who had a fumble. I'll tell you what, it's all very scrappy at half forward. Mihailovic is in there, and about 7 Jackers jump on top of him. Lock things up for another stoppage. Still at half forward now for the Sharks. Tapped out. Perry was taken strongly by Robel. 27.5 gone in this final term. It's going to be a Beaumaris premiership. It's going to be 17 wins in a row. It's going to be their first premiership title in the senior division since 2016. Their first at C grade since 2010. And Dyer is going to be the recipient of an insufficient intent free kick right in front of us here in the interchange gates. Drives the kick up towards half forward. Oh, there was another fly from Harms and Cusack, and a free kick is going the way of the Jackers at the end of all of that, to be taken by Lipton on the back flank.
Well, good opportunity for them to transition the ball out of deep 50. Patience. Oh, that's a great effort. Cusack has just had a second half for the ages. In comes Haeta. Cusack again on the left. It's Skinny. And by Skinny, it's out of bounds. And on the full, it does bounce. And a throw in. And the crowd Well, they're spurring on a little bit of argy-bargy, or maybe they're just cheering for their players. They're going to lift the Premiership Cup at any moment here, Beaumaris. And look, credit where credit's due. Ajax have had to go the long way, and they're only 20 points behind a team that hasn't lost in over 4 months. So it's been a fantastic effort, trying to spin through a tackle there. Nissan Baum, who James Taylor, from what we were hearing there at that three-quarter time huddle, has had the job on him and has done a good job. As the ball's put back up into play once again. Quick hacking kick there. Dubinsky goes long, slipping over at an opportunistic time there was Vogel. And a good mark there from Hayes, who kicked a goal in this final term. Spreads it even wider, and that's 50 metres. So Dyer will get the 50 and will kick from about 40 metres out, you'd feel, and that's probably just a bit of frustration boiling over at the end of a grand final. No one ever likes being on the losing side of things. Unfortunately for myself, I've been on the losing side of things 2 times at a grand final and haven't won one, so I know how it feels. I will say it isn't the funnest feeling ever. It's not fun at all, and they're still going in the middle of the ground, and we need a referee or something in here, and they're all sort of vying for UFC contracts at the moment. Regardless, the kick is going to be about 30 metres out, directly in front for Dyer. Pretty simple kick, you'd feel. Over 30 minutes gone, final term. Dyer directly in front to the roars of the Beaumaris crowd. He has missed.
We've had a few early goers today, haven't we?
I'm never looking to the crowd again.
They've tried to sell us fast ones all afternoon. The most celebrated point in Beaumaris's history. Kick up towards Parasol, went through him. I mean, it's a 37-point lead. It's great if a cheered that much for a point to make the margin 37. Free kick going the way of the Jackers here in the centre of the ground. And they're just going to drive it long now. We're just playing out time now. Oh, good mark. The meat and the sandwich there, Vogel. He's taking a beauty. He's taken a couple of terrific marks today. In fact, that was Spitz, who's done it.
So he just goes forward 45 seconds.
He just follows the ball.
Yeah, he just drifts forward, kicks a goal, and goes to full back. Yeah.
I reckon Buzz just goes, go stand forward for 35, take a mark, kick a goal, then go back.
So Spitz, who's had only kicked 3 goals for the year coming into today, he's already got 1 in this final term. A chance to make it 2. A late consolation prize for the Jackers. Great kick.
Wait for the umpire. Wait for the goal umpire.
This forward craft.
There we go.
This forward craft stuff is easy. You know what? Noah Spitz is up the other end of the ground, wondering why it's so difficult for everyone else to put it through. He's kicked 2 straight. His 4th and 5th goals, respectively, for the season. And won't do much for the final result here. Just adds a bit of respectability for the scoreboard here for the Jackers, who have fought hard today. The class of Beaumaris has just shone through. 32 minutes gone in this final term, a 21-point lead for the Sharks. And the William Buck scoreboard, the Community TV final term. Kael Pennuto, floor's yours.
Well, we're over 32 minutes. Can't be long left. Ajax have put up a valiant effort against a team that is 16-2, hasn't lost since April. We know the statistics around them. They both will meet each other in Premier B next year, but at the moment, that doesn't matter because Beaumaris should lift the Premiership Cup. Ajax, though, not willing to go down without a fight. They've got an opportunity, another 4-way forward. Lewis inside 50. It was a bullet of a pass. Through sets of hands, in and underneath. That should be holding the ball, given plenty of time. Wilkes goes wider. Sears, happy to see it out. It'll be deliberate. This next opportunity inside 50 will put it back to 15. We don't know how long's left, to be fair, and there has been a few long stoppages of play, so it could still be a couple of minutes. There's plenty of opportunity. Great mark from Wilkes.
He's putting his hand up, isn't he?
I was just a couple of minutes ago, I was saying, I think if it's up to me, he gets my vote. He's been terrific. He started when the game was at highest. He was very good.
Well, it's Alex Rance down there. That's the type of performance it's been, just marking everything. It's a very, very good effort from a key back. Big Master out in the half forward or the half back line for Beaumaris. Just being a little bit patient inside to Johns.
The bench is just starting to give each other some high fives. So
well, they're taking a cautious approach towards this one, and they're just being patient through the back line. now nowhere to go. They wanted the switch. And there's the siren. The Bowie boys celebrate. They are the premiers of Premier C. They go out 21-point winners, 12-9, 81 to 8-12, 60 Ajax. And for Beaumaris, they end their season with 17 straight to claim a premiership. They haven't lost in over 5 months, and they celebrate rightly so as the premiers of Premier C this season.
Yeah, well, it was the first quarter, wasn't it? So the quarter time was 17 points, Beaumaris. Then we had 20 points, 20 points, 21 points. So the damage was done in Q1. Having a lead like that in a relatively low-scoring game, 81 to 60, it's not really a shootout. Was pivotal in the end result, and they won it from some magic early. A couple of those goals, Harms, he kicked 3 kicks, 3 goals, sort of game that not many other players would have kicked. Hayata kicked that goal, so they had some flashes of brilliance. But when they were able to get on top at the contest and the clearance, they were just more damaging than what Ajax were. They were able to get the ball a little bit more cleaner into their forward line, where they had some one-on-ones versus Ajax. They'd win the contest, but it was a bit more of a surge mentality and set it up well for some of the Beaumaris interceptors. So Wills, we spoke about, Linehan as well, Hayes. Played some great roles back there for them, but they've been the best side since April, and deserve to win the flag. But full credit to Ajax for their performance.
So quarter time, as you said, Luke Mahoney, 5-1-31 to 2-2-14 for Beaumaris. At half time, 8-2-50 to 4-6-30. At three-quarter time, it was 10-4-64 to 6-8-44. And then at the close of play for season 2025 in Premier C Division, Beaumaris 12-9-81. Defeating Ajax 8-12-60. The goal scorers, 3 each to Tom Spencer and Matthew Harms, 2 to Joel Cusack, singles to Liam Hayes, Jai Floro, Jet Hayter and Ben Sears. For Ajax, 2 goals apiece to Jordan Cohen, Joel Parasol and Noah Spitz. Singles to Justin Vogel and Jonty Israel. We'll go down now to, we won't go down to Harrison McIlwaine, but we will go down to him shortly. He'll have some of the players and potentially even Joel Burke, the coach of Beaumaris. You can see on our screens now, for those watching on VAFA TV, that crowd have flooded towards Beaumaris. It's been a terrific season from them, as you quite quietly pointed out, Kael Pennuto. 17 on the bounce. They lost 2 of their first 3 games of the season. They've gone on an absolute tear since. It's their first senior premiership since 2016 and their first C-grade title since 2010. So they've had to wait a long time at the senior division for a moment like this. But I'll tell you what, they've been an outstanding team this season, deserved winners on the day.
Yeah, and when you come down as well, they were in Premier B last year, and they got relegated pretty much in the last quarter when they lost to Trinity. So when you come down, you can sort of go, one of 2 ways. You're either you lose your players and might go want to play at a higher level, but this group stuck pretty fat with Josh, and they've had a great season, obviously, underneath him, and they'll go to Premier B, and they'll be pretty dangerous up there, I would have thought.
I completely agree. Obviously, I've caught a lot of footy this year, as have you, Matthew Donald, and from Premier Men's, which obviously we've been able to call a few games together, you look down, today is the slickest and most silky ball movement that I've seen across any game that I've called this season. They are so slick by hand. Some of those overlap run passages of play, and they have people that are gut runners, and they'll have 1 or 2 that are out spare, and the ability to release the handball first option, basically, which is simple stuff that you learn in juniors, but the way that they do it, and they do it so effectively, and they're so good when they use the football. I think they'll have no trouble in Premier B. If they take exactly the way they played up, they'll give themselves every possibility.
And they've got a good mix of the experience and the youth coming through as well, so that they're not going back up with an older side or a younger side. They're going up with a good mix, a group that's played a fair bit of footy together, and some exciting talent, unless they get drafted, I guess. Cal?
Oh, look... I think if I was a recruiter for an AFL club, I'd certainly have that young man, Jet Hayter's name up in lights, to be honest. He has stuff that you can't teach. And look, I know obviously playing Premier C is a lot different to playing AFL, but he had played 3 Coates Talent League games for the Sandy Dragons and was best on ground in 2 of them. So he was named in their best in two of those 3 games, played an under-18s trial game. So there's clearly flashes of potential there.
Yep.
And look, I don't know why he only played 3 games. Could have been injury, could have been availability, or whatever those things were. But in the small sample size, clearly showed enough. And there's players like that they just fall, they slip through the cracks, they fall under the radar. I think he has plenty of ability, and
love his first name too.
Oh,
Jet.
He is a jet. That's a great point. He's got sublime speed and is extremely athletic, and we can't really spot Harrison amongst the pack. I don't know if he's with anyone or if he's located any players.
He's found a warm spot somewhere, though.
We see.
The sun comes out right at the end of the game.
Should we just try and see if Harrison's got us down there, just at least to get a sense of the atmosphere? Harrison, have you got us down there? He might have to turn on his microphone. Harrison, you got us there? No, that's okay. We'll continue to persist with him throughout the course.
He's probably lost in the Beaumaris celebrations at the moment. They're probably giving him a guard of honour or a chairlift or something in amongst that huddle there. I reckon there was about nearly 2,000.
It's a big huddle.
I reckon there was about nearly 2,000 people that swarmed to this ground today. It was packed out. You look across.
Oh, hang on, no, we've got him now. We'll head down now. Harrison's got someone. Harrison.
Thanks, boys. I'm here with the Premiership winning captain, Kael Pennuto. Mate, I took over Premier C reporting at the beginning of the year, and the first thing that your coach said to me for my pre-season review was that the leaders got together after the relegation and made retention such a big deal. How validating is it to win a flag after doing that?
Yeah, it's unreal. Like, you look at where we were probably end of last season to where we are now. It's just been incredible to be a part of. Remember being in the rooms after getting relegated at the end of last year, and it's just heartbreaking. And, yeah, to turn around now, getting a bit choked up thinking about it. Yeah, just fucking love this group. It's been unreal to be a part of.
And your own season, obviously captaining this side and Big V again. What does it mean to you to finally cap the season with a flag like this?
Yeah, it's something that we've come close to a few times. You know, we've lost prelims, went down in a few 19s games, and just to finally have it, surrounded by so many friends, so many family. It's it's pretty surreal.
Special, mate. Go enjoy it.
Thank you, Harrison. Thank you, Calvin, and thanks for your language there, and apologies to anything that definitely slipped through the cracks.
All you have to do now when you swear is just say sorry, Cal.
Yeah, just apologise, and it's all is forgiven. The post-game shown for Casa, a delicious time-saving and 100% a no-brainer. Sip.Casa, fueled by club spirit. Gents, a quick word, though, on Ajax. The miracle comes to an end, 1 game short. They got it. They lost their last 3 games heading into finals. They had to do it the hard way. They held off St Bede's Mentone. They were brilliant against Parkdale. Regardless of today's results, they progressed through to Premier B. They will get promoted next year. It's been a terrific season from them, all said and done.
Oh, definitely. I think it was they lost their last 2 of the home and away, didn't they, as well, I think. So they didn't really come into the final series with a lot of good form. And then they've rolled St Bede's, who were a pretty strong side, and then Parkdale, who only lost 1 game all year. And then today they were super today. We're really impressed with their effort and pressure that they apply.
We'll head back down now to ground level. Harrison McIlwaine.
Boys, I'm here with Matty Harms. A couple of special goals in that first quarter. How important was it for you to start well?
Yeah, I think for my game, it just starts with pressure, and I think if my pressure's up, then my goals come from that. All I want to bring is just kick some goals to the boys and just get the wins. Yeah, unbelievable.
Plenty of feeling in that one. Tell us about some of the argy-bargy that was happening.
Yeah, I mean, teams like to get under my skin, but I think it makes me play a little bit better when I'm up and about. And I'm not going to lie, I love a bit of argy-bargy. It brings me up a little bit, but yeah.
Congratulations, mate. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for that, Harms, and his teammates getting around him. And again, there might have been something that slipped through the cracks as well.
They're really happy. I just want to say, Harrison, if you can hear me, and if as the group comes past, I know they want to get to this premiership celebration pretty quickly. If you can get Jet Hayata for an interview, we'd love to hear the superstar young man on the mic.
Well, Harrison McIlwaine's one of the best in the business. If he can't get Jet Hayata, because you can't get him.
Jet's found his way towards the front of the line to go and get
he'll have the trophy. Now with the photo, there's always one bloke you go, how did he get to it?
Now,
he'll be the one.
Gents,
He's my tip.
We're about to head down to ground level for the post-match presentations. A tip for the best on ground.
I'm going to go with Charlie Wills. Yep.
Oh, Cal, I know you're going hiatus, so I don't know.
No. To be honest, I think a massive cheerio has to go to Callum Heath. I think he was electric in the ruck today and dropped back and took some crucial marks at crucial points in the game. So, yeah, Harrison's pointing to my man. I'm hoping he can go and get him. He's a commentary favourite. Oh, here we go.
He's got him.
Here we go.
You got him. Well, head down there now, Harrison.
Fellas, I'm here with Kael's favourite, Jet. You're an absolute weapon today. Plenty of inspiring runs along the flanks and getting into it with the crowd as well. How does it feel to be a premiership winner?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, it's funny enough, I was actually a junior player at AJAX, so I went to school with a few of them. So, yeah, today meant a lot. Yeah, it's unreal effort by those boys to end up in Prem B. But yeah, I'm bloody stoked. But as we say, it's a whole club. Resis, thirds, seniors. So this is a whole club. So yeah, it's for everyone. So.
What can you say about the coaching here at Beaumaris to allow you to play to your natural strengths the way you did today?
I think Berkey, we come in with a clear plan. It's obviously, you know, surge and, use our strengths which is speed and kicking. So, yeah, I think we had a clear plan and we stuck to it all year. So, yeah, I think we didn't shy away from that at all this year. I think that's why we won a lot of games. So, yeah, I think, Berkey's just been unreal and he puts it on us sometimes, but I think it's a good thing.
Really appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Thank you for that there, Jet, and thank you for keeping the colourful language to a minimum. That 1 out of 3 ain't bad, as some music band once said.
I was going to say the plot thickens as well.
Yeah.
Used to be an Ajax boy. It just adds more layers.
Well, that explains the reaction probably. Remember the...
Oh, yes, he got a bit of the Bronx.
Over here, the feedback that he got.
That's 2 grand finals I've called. We called the thirds grand final, and it was a young Zavs man who sealed the game for Old Carey, and now we've got an ex-Ajax player who's sealed the game for Beaumaris.
Well, the 2 teams are congregated right in front of us here on the broadcast wing, so let's head back down to ground level and take in the post-match presentations. Well, it hasn't. It's still going, so we'll just continue to.
Well, I'll just give you a little.
Yeah,
something
as you were saying. Yeah.
So Kael Pennuto, who was interviewed before, he's a champion fella. He swears too much, obviously. But how's the year he's had? This year he was captain of the Big V, won in extra time.
Yep.
He was admitted to the Supreme Court, and now he's the captain of the premiership winning team.
Yeah,
fair year.
Now we'll head back down to the ground level.
I'm joined today by VAFA board member Marty Callagher and Michael Ritterman, who will assist with the presentations. To begin proceedings, please join me in congratulating the field, boundary and goal umpires on their contribution to today's match. I'd like to invite Adrian Damon up on behalf of the team to collect the medals. I'd now like to welcome the captain of AJAX to say a few words.
Thanks for everyone for coming out here. VAFA, well done. Cheers to Bowie. Bunch of ripping blokes in there as well. So credit to Too Good today. And credit to our boys. Fought really hard. And we'll look out wounds and we'll go again. So cheers.
We now move towards awarding the medal for the player judged best on ground by the umpires today. Michael Ritterman will present the best on ground medal. The winner of the Michael Ritterman best on ground medal is number 34 from Beaumaris, Charlie Wills. I'd now like to call the coach of Beaumaris Football Club to say a few words, announce his players with the premiership medals.
We just want to thank Ajax. I think their final series and even the way you fought it out today really pushed us and tested us. You work around the footy's elite, and credit to the season you've had getting up to Premier B. So well done, congratulations to Ajax. Yep. Just to our boys, it's a long journey. has been a huge year. I said how proud and the trust that we have, your work to get here, to stick together, to stay committed, as tough as the end of last year was. It's all worth it. Well done. Oscar McMaster is number 1. Well done, Puss. JT, James Taylor, number 3.
So now the players receiving their individual medals. Oscar McMaster was first, and then James Taylor. We've both had...
Number 6, Josh True.
There's Josh True. Didn't kick a goal today, but he's been such a good forward option up top all year for Beaumaris.
Number 7, Damien Johns.
Damien Johns, who has played 17 games this year, 16 and a half touches, been an ever-present fixture in the Beaumaris lineup.
Number 9, Riley Virtue.
His game, Luke, was very good in the midfield today, Riley Virtue.
Didn't waste it, as per usual.
Number 10, Chopper Heath.
Callum Heath, the battle between he and Jake Roble was terrific. And you probably said that Heath probably just took the points in the end.
He did. It was probably just a couple of those marks in the second quarter. I remember.
Number 11, Riley Mihailovic.
Fought in and under all day. If there was a pack, he was almost always at the bottom of it, Riley.
One of those talented players they have at their disposal. He's a Frankston VFL
Number 12,
player.
Liam Hayes.
There's been excellent defence all year. Liam Hayes was rewarded with a rare goal in the final term today.
Yeah.
Number 13, Tommy Spencer.
First game since round 9, 3 goals.
Well, he was a surprise packet, wasn't he, Spencer? He looked dangerous all game.
Number 14, Jai Florent.
Another goal scorer, Jai Florent, a regular one this year. 20 goals in 17 games for him.
Yeah, he's had a super season, so what a great way for him to finish off the year.
Well,
look,
he's
this one.
Yep.
No, just a superstar in the making. No, he had a fantastic game. Probably only had about 11 touches,
Number 20,
but did a lot
Joel
with it.
Cusack.
Quiet first half, but really got involved after half-time and kicked a couple of really important goals for the Sharks.
He did his knee in the prelim final in 2023, so good for him to get back up.
And Tom O'Rourke, who provided plenty of run today across half-back and through the midfield. A lot of metres gained to be next to his name.
Yeah, he had some really important moments for him.
Harvey Backman.
Well, he was caught in a bit of a mismatch at times, but fought it out right to the end, Backman, and now he's a premiership player.
Yep, that's right.
26, Benny Matthews.
Reasonably quiet game from Matthews today, but again has been another one who's been a regular fixture in the Beaumaris team. He's played 14 games this season for 6 goals.
27, Peter Pisa.
He was good as well across half-back and through the midfield as well. Peter Pisa, part of the back line that was very good at intercept and provided plenty of drive.
Yeah, he's one of their up-and-coming players for sure. He had a really good game.
The designated kick-in taker, Kieran Dyer, provided a lot of run and carry-off of half-back and through that defensive line also.
Matthew Harms.
And he kicked the most celebrated point of his life.
He did. And Matthew Harms was the fire starter. 3 goals, all including 2 in the opening term.
And kicked his 3 goals at the 1 minute mark, the 3 minute mark, and the 1 minute mark.
So he was a starter. And James Pepper receiving his medal now.
Number 34, Charlie Wills.
Pepper had a very good game of defence as well. And the man, speaking of players who play well in defence, best on ground in the grand final, Charlie Wills. They can't take that away from him. He was immense today.
No, his intercept marks were super all day. Just put himself in the right positions.
And Ben Sears on the wing got himself a goal as well today. The run and carry was really crucial. Last but not least, the skipper, Callum Linehan. What an excellent season he's had. What an excellent defender he has been. He's been an ever-present in the back line for Beaumaris this season and capped off a terrific season with another very good performance on grand final day. Should apologise as well for Canis and
Marty
Barmy.
Callagher will now present the coach and captain of Beaumaris with the Premier C Premiership Cup.
We're going to see Josh Burke And Kael with a hand lift the Premiership Cup aloft. Beaumaris, your Premier C premiers. They go up to Premier B next season with silverware in the back pocket.
Here we go. Who's got the cup?
We'll find out in a moment. We'll get all eyes on it. Who's that in the centre?
I think it's the skipper with one hand on it. Doesn't let it go.
Well, I think it's appropriate that he should have it. And the celebrations are just going to get started right now for the Sharks. And what a season it's been to celebrate. 17-2 their overall record. With 17 in a row. It's been a phenomenal campaign from them. This run of form has been electric. And they will rightly celebrate this as we see the Ajax players walk off. I don't think there's any doubt that they've got what it takes to compete in Premier B next year. Luke Mahoney, despite not taking victory today, they're a very good side. And a lot of young players as well. There's much improvement.
Yeah, and we didn't touch on, Beaumaris, they probably didn't have many out that they would have brought in today. Whilst Ajax, they had a couple of crucial outs from the prelim final. Zielinski was one of those. Chapereau was the other one of those. And a couple of other guys that I know have been out this season. So they weren't full strength. And so you think about the guys that came in, a couple of 17-year-olds. I think Harrison's got Josh, has he?
We'll head down now to ground level because Harrison has got someone. Harrison?
Berkey, when I first spoke to you pre-season, you said the biggest thing about your pre-season after being relegated was the leaders getting together and making sure retention was a big priority. How validating is it now to win a flag on the back of that?
Oh, there's a lot of thoughts. It's, I said on the podcast about credit to the boys and their response last year, 7-0 last quarter against Trinity, and you end up in Premier C. And it takes a bit of commitment and sort of, fortitude to stay together and stay strong. And they have not put a foot wrong. Like I sit there and go at the start of the year, even when we were sort of 1 and 2, their improvement and consistency has been huge. We're blessed with talent. We know that. Like we're a good, strong club and should be aiming for higher things. So, we respect where we are. We're in C grade for a reason. And I thought Ajax today, their final series is super. Like Toby goes off early, and I thought their fight was great. But I'm really proud of our boys, obviously.
Haven't lost a game since late April. How does that sit with you?
I think we've just broken a club record, Harrison. So I got told a little way out that if we won it and kept winning, the grand final will be our 17th win in a row, which is a club record in the Ammos for us. So nice way to finish the year off for sure.
Congratulations, mate. Go be with the boys.
Thank you for that there, Josh Burke, the Premiership coach of Beaumaris, and have to apologise. We didn't apologise for more magic that had been dropped by Kane Nissenbaum, the captain of Ajax, a little earlier on in the post-match presentations. But emotions are running high, and we don't brief the players before they step into the mic. So it's all very natural for the way that they present. And the one other thing on Ajax that we didn't mention. Lockie Buzzard, their coach, has gone through 53 players. Yeah. Now, that's not ever conducive for a successful season yet. Despite that, they got all the way to a grand final. And you have to say they were within touching distance for most of the game. They never did have the lead at any point, but they were never completely blown away. They were always at least half a shot.
No, and remember that stat we talked about earlier about the three-goal rule? We never got there.
Never got there.
So that just shows how even the contest was, that Bowie couldn't string number of goals together. They didn't have that sort of ascendancy, and part of that was due to the way Ajax play, that really contested footy, that the pressure that they apply. And it doesn't matter who's in their 22, they all just seem to buy into that and do that. So that's really encouraging for Lockie going forward. I would have thought that you're going to be in games for as long as you can keep applying that sort of game style. And
this is why we've got you. You're one of the best in the business for a reason. I don't say that just because it sounds good. You called that Charlie Wills would be best on ground, and so it proved.
Yeah, I know.
You've got a good eye for these
me
things,
and the umpires have got something right together. So last week I gave it to Nathan Jones. He kicked 6 and he somehow didn't get it.
That's a bit stiff.
But anyway, Wills. Yeah. But Bowie was so even, weren't they?
Yeah.
It wasn't really a standout. Well, we don't have the stats, but I'd be surprised if someone's had 40 and what have you today. Yeah. But Wills could be a chance because he took a lot of intercept marks and set up a lot of drive. A lot of that was probably because of the way Ajax played. They'd set up a forward to a contest, and so he was able to drop off and so set up a bit of play that way. But there's other times where I can just remember him just putting his body on the line and taking that mark, knowing there was, traffic coming behind him as well. So he had a super game. We've got someone up on the shoulders
Yeah,
here,
that's Heath being carried off. The biggest fella on the ground is Callum Heath is being chaired off the ground. Not sure whether skipper Cal Linehan is in any of that, but that's okay. And you mentioned as well, the game was won there in the first quarter, and I think if we had to do a 3-2-1 at quarter time, every chance that Charlie Wilson would have been leading at that point.
He was probably the one that you'd think, I was jotting down some players each sort of quarter. He was the one sort of consistent name that was in each sort of quarter that he had an impact. There was guys that sort of had quarters, like I think of James Taylor in that second quarter when, remember, Ajax started to really get on top. Remember the first half of the second quarter when Ajax were on top there, but they just couldn't get the scoreboard pressure. Taylor was the one that sort of wrestled that momentum back a little bit, and Bowie started to get on top again. He then went to Nissenbaum and sort of shut him down a little bit. So he was one that I was certainly impressed with as well. Cusack started to get involved in the second half. Florence certainly had his moments as well, and Cal Heath was sort of that other sort of consistent ruck all day for them.
A post-game show for Casa, delicious time-saving and 100% a no-brainer. Sip.casa, fueled by club spirit. Gents, we've got some awards we've got to get to. Firstly, the GYG goal of the day. Now, as I said, we had them coming out of our ears in the first quarter. It dried up a little bit after that, but I think Jordan Cohen was our clubhouse leader at half-time for his effort in the first term. Did he hold on?
He did to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. It's we had plenty to pick from, as mentioned. Obviously, the first 2 goals of the game were kicked off the boot of. This is going to rack my brain for a second.
Harms.
They were off the boot of Harms. He had that electrifying little snap over his shoulder, and so look, there were plenty to pick from, but I agree. I believe Cohen takes the cake.
Order on the GYG app today and get rewarded every time you eat GYG. Fast food athletes say yes to GYG. The mark of the day for Sharon. Now, there was a beauty that was taken by, I think it was McMarker on the, it was against Spencer, deep in defence in the third term.
Yes.
Sort of running back with the fly, got his body, nudged Spencer out of the way, then took a chest mark falling back. It was a great one-on-one.
One-on-one in the full-back, when he was playing full-back or in the back line. Yeah, that was a ripper. The other one that sort of stood out, remember Cal Heath took that really strong contested mark.
He got 2 inches off the ground.
But he had about 14 blokes hanging off him. But
it doesn't matter how much you get off the ground, it just matters that it sticks,
Yeah, well, that's very important. It's like a goal. It's as long as it goes through. We had a few at the post today, but that's all right. The number 1 Australian football brand in the country, and of the footballs that all players want to get their hands on, that Sharon. Around the grounds for Skins, we had the Premier Women's Grand Final a little earlier today. It was Scotch who have gone back-to-back with a 5-point win over Caulfield Grammarians in some of the other fixtures that have taken place over the weekend. Old Trinity won the Premier B Grand Final. They defeated Caulfield Grammarians by 12 points, 12-11 to 10-11. So both of those go through to Premier A. And in the Premier Men's Preliminary Final yesterday, it was Old Scotch who came from behind to knock off Old Zavarians 14-10-94 to 14-9-93. Angus Jones with his 5th, the winner in the final 30 seconds of the match. We mentioned what a finals campaign he has had. So it will be Old Brighton and Old Scotch for the 2nd successive year in Men's Premier Division. That will take place on Grand Final Eve this coming Friday at Elsternwick Park. Be there or be square. That is going to be a beauty.
You got a tip for that one yet?
It's going to be a really close one. It's hard to go past Old Brighton, but I tell you what, Old Scotch, as they did last year, are coming with a rush. And they've put on 2 clinics in the first 2 finals, and it certainly wouldn't rule them out of winning this one. It's going to be close. Hard to tip at this point.
I think the thing with Scotch as well, though, they've had so many moving pieces all year. Now they've finally got a bit of continuity amongst their squad, and that's what's allowed them to make this rush. So I think I declared Old Brighton at Brighton Beach Oval about 6 weeks ago now. Near the end of the year, I said there's no way they lose the flag from here, and I had a few of the other boys tell me, but St Kevin's is there and they're looking good. No, look, it's Old Brighton through and through at the moment for me. I think they get it done this year. Obviously, Old Scotch are just such a dominant team across whatever team they put out on the park. I think we had this discussion calling a thirds grand final when we were talking about Old Zavs about how many teams that they have.
Yeah.
But in terms of Old Scotch, every team they seem to put out in the park seems to win,
Yeah.
So
Well, case in point, the women's team today, that's back-to-back premierships for them as well.
They're a juggernaut of a club, Old Scotch. They just seem to bob up no matter what division or team that they put out on the park. So, look, you can't count them out whatsoever, but I believe Old Brighton might be in the driver's seat come grand final day. That's my selection.
It'll be a beauty. Can't wait for it. That's around the ground. Skins Compression, the pioneers of sports compression. And our injury updates thanks to Author Sport Victoria Melbourne team based of experienced surgeons helping you get back to live. Harrison McIlwaine has been working overtime providing the updates for us there on that front. And gents, I think for Premier C coverage for 2025, that's just about going to be it from us. Just about everyone has gone. Beaumaris are off to celebrate their first senior premiership since 2016. Well, the crowd have gone home. There's only a handful of people left on the ground.
They cleared out fast.
They have. They've gone home quickly. They've got to try and beat the traffic home for Monday work tomorrow morning. Of course, a big thank you to everybody behind the scenes. Bruce, our man with the buttons. Nothing would be possible without him. And, of course, Kieran and Sarah as well, our techs behind the scenes. This coverage can't get off the ground without them. Even though you don't hear them, you'd certainly notice them if they weren't around. So a big thank you to that trio. To our boundary rider, Harrison McIlwaine. Harrison, thank you for all your hard work. I know you've been up against it, a little under the weather, but you've performed admirably, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
For our special comments, thanks to Hit IQ's game-changing protecting concussion management system. Luke Marnie, the man who's done it all as a player, a coach, and he's also very good at predicting best-on-ground players, as he's demonstrated today.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you for your insight today.
I had to get one right before I finished up the year. Thank you.
And, of course, my co-commentator, Kael Pennuto. It's always fun working with you, Kael, and today was no exception.
Yeah, it's a pleasure working with you too as well, Matty. It's always fun calling grand finals, but it's been such an amazing year across all the competitions. And as we sort of slowly but surely wind it down and all eyes lead towards the William Buck Premier Men's Grand Final, it's just been a fantastic year. It's been great to call alongside you and for all the commentators that the VAFA has put together this year, especially over the last sort of month as finals have kicked on and they've taken on more games across different divisions and all those sort of things. So it's great to be here. Obviously, we probably wouldn't get to call much Premier C action during the year as opposed to maybe more focusing on the Premier Men's and Premier Women's competitions. But to come here Grand Final day, we get a great team together. And we got a great game in the end, so it's great working alongside you and Luke as well. And Harrison always does a fantastic job down on the boundaries, so it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Kael. And of course, to everyone who's been tuning in, whether it's been on VAFA TV or on the SEN app, thank you for your company throughout the course of the afternoon. All roads now lead to Elsternwick Park, Grand Final Eve. That's our last match for the VAFA competition in 2025. It'll be this Friday, Old Brighton and Old Scotch. That will be the place to be as we sign off for 2025. Thank you to everyone who's joined us today. We look forward to having your company again on Grand Final Eve. But until then, take care.
This has been the SEN Match of the Day. Thanks to William Buck. Join us again next week on the SEN app, sen.com.au and vafa.com.au.
Hey guys, introducing GYG's $12 chicken mini meal. It's the ultimate value bundle. A mini chicken burrito or bowl, medium Chipotle seasoned fries, and a bottle of water or a soft drink of your choice. It's cheaper than cooking at home. Love ya.
Stay up to date with all the latest from the Victorian Amateur Football Association with the brand new VAFA app. Stay connected with live scores, fixtures, stats and news from across the Victorian Amateur Football Association right at your fingertips. Download the VAFA app today from the App Store or Google Play and never miss a moment.
The VAFA's Night of Nights is just around the corner. Join us at the VAFA Awards Night as we celebrate our league best and fairest winners, induct our newest life members and present the premiership flags. Wednesday, October 8th at the Lakeside Pavilion in Albert Park. Get your tickets now at vafa.com.au.